Yeah, there we go. Let's go ahead and get started. I figured out how to actually record and stream at the same time, so hopefully it doesn't nuke my computer.
That would
Keep an eye on. We'll keep an eye on the usage. Oh, thank you, Shab. Appreciate it.
If you
I think I was like $2 away from my next payout threshold, so that's cool.
Nice.
Oh, I better close that door. Yeah.
Streamer, Mr. Streamer, are you gonna read my message? My subscription message?
Oh my god. 7 months of lovin'. And we're gonna love for 7 more. Aw.
Oh yeah.
7-month subscriber. 6-month badge. Wait,
we
how
been
are you
playing
a
this game for
7-month
7 months?
subscriber with a 6-month badge? What does that mean?
Because you don't have 7 months. It's if you hover over it, it says 7 months. You have a badge for 3, 6, 9, a year.
Oh, there's not a badge specifically
I'll
for
get another
7.
badge
Yeah,
at 9 months probably, whatever.
Ooh, let's see. Daniela, 13-month subscriber and a founder. What a wonderful woman.
Yeah, but is she the current hype train conductor? Didn't think so.
Yeah, but she has a what's it called? She's got a penguin with a knife.
Yeah, that's true. She's got me there.
I still need somebody to give me like literally $100 for the gun emoji.
Only 100? How have we not done that yet?
I think it's like the ridiculously high bit tier reward. You get to use this one. It's so stupid.
Real quick.
Oh, 1 bit, thank you.
Real quick question before we get too into it. Do you guys use Alt-1 normally?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
I've only ever used it for streaming because it lets you do like an ability usage display
Oh, okay.
with a thing that I used to pay for.
Yeah, I was just asking because they have a new add-on that I was interested in. Move on. We're good.
Okay, let's go into recap.
Alrighty. So Zephylos was searching for a body. He said we needed to get him a warm body, but instead we found a cold one. That was, just rotting out in the woods. So we brought that back to Zephylos' sugar daddy, and he gave us some green pouches full of snuff, I think. And so he said, "Cool. Can we crash here for the night?" And the good daddy Philemon was like, "Yeah, but you can't sleep in my bed."
Right?
Jared.
What's his problem?
And Jared just kind of like shrank away from the bed, not so quietly. He protested. But, Jared Philemon was very adamant that as a spirit he needs his bed to himself and his privacy, while he presumably not sleeps because he's a ghost who doesn't need sleep. So we all got kicked out into the doghouse. We slept in the arid swampy night air. And then next morning we hiked out. I don't know. Did we even say goodbye to Philemon? I don't remember actually. We may not have.
I think he said he basically came up and was like, "Good luck," and then left.
Oh, it randomly took nice.
Oh my god, Zind got the gift sub.
You got the random gift stuff. Nice.
What happened? What now?
You
I
got
gave
a gift sub that
gift
Shab
sub
just
to the
gifted.
channel.
I'm pretty sure it picks like a recent viewer
An active
when you
viewer.
give those, or an
Yeah.
active viewer, yeah. So that would make sense because there's 3 people here.
And 2 of us have some.
2 of them are already subbed.
I'm sorry.
I don't.
So you left the druid's place.
I don't Twitch. I have no idea what just happened, but all right.
You can use the emojis now.
I see. Alrighty. Anywho.
I know, it's life-changing.
My brain is okay. So we said goodbye to
to
Sugar
Philemon.
Daddy Philemon, and
He told us to throw dirt at people.
we headed out until we found ourselves to a 70-foot rocky cliff in the middle of the swamp. And so we climbed down it with or attempted to climb down it with our ropes. I was the first one, and I heard something in a thing. Turns out there were bats. So all of us got down except for
Zephylos.
yeah, Zephylos. And Zephylos woke up the bats, and then we shot them, and then they ran away. We actually had a combat session, as brief as it was. There was combat. We got most of the rope back, and then we had a conversation about Toothless Tim.
Oh yeah, I forgot. These are my notes. Yeah, I forgot about him.
Before going onwards, and then we were attacked by gas, so we got to use our new toy. We threw some snuff at them from the druid pouches, and
have you ever had a dream
they shriveled up and we stabbed them to death.
that you
And then we continued on our merry way.
Yeah, usually we pass the gas, but this time we packed it straight on.
You could
I damaged
Okay.
my gloves, I believe, as well.
All right. So thanks for the recap. We find ourselves deep into the swamp, hopefully getting closer to Mort'ton. So I downloaded the latest version of Foundry and updated everything, so there might be some like little tweaks in some things. I think actually everyone got prompted with like a screen the first time logging in. That was like, "Who the hell are you?" Because it did that to me with the stream screen
Huh.
for some reason. Although that might have been just because the IP link changed. I'm not sure. Anyhow, I don't even remember what time of day it was when we ended, so I should probably figure that out. Hang on.
Is that emote part of the channel? No.
There's-
Which one? Those are Daniela's emotes.
Those are too damn good, dude.
Yeah, it's Pengu, and then there's a duck.
They're too damn good. The duck is S tier, dude. Did she make those?
The duck is S tier. She didn't make them, but she had them commissioned or bought them on Etsy or something.
I'd die for that duck. I'll give it everything. Just need to know that it's living its best life.
There is a
Those are
module.
awesome emotes. That duck is fucking too cute, honestly.
There's a calendar module, which is great for keeping track of time.
Yeah, it's been kind of buggy though with this current update. If you have updated your
I don't have the calendar module. That might be a good idea. Let's see. So what was the last thing that we did? Was it the Ghast battle?
Yeah, and then
Okay.
we
Oh
called it-
yeah. Oh, this is how we were keeping track of time based on the distance that you guys moved.
yeah.
Right? Yeah. Okay. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're at end of travel at this location here. So the party has defeated the Ghasts. You had been able to what looked like release their souls from their undead predicament. And then you meander about for another short while until you are able to find a place to rest.
And we do that. Presumably.
Okay. So. Let's see. Here you have kind of strayed farther away from the mountainous areas of the swamp and back toward the more flat, more wet regions. So here your sort of cover during rest is going to be more based on vegetation rather than terrain. But you're able to find another spot, like in some previous nights, that is relatively dry. And you can pile up some vegetation on all sides of you to give you some cover, at least visually. So you do that, and let's get a... Actually, I should give you guys a moment to RP a little bit if you want to, because I don't know that we had any after the fight. So the party is setting up for the night to go to sleep. Go ahead and do something, or we can move on if you want. Do something.
I'm waiting until someone else does something because I wasn't here.
So natural. Oh, was August missing last night? That's right.
Zephylos tired after shoveling some grassy debris out of the way to make room for camp.
Yeah, you really
Um,
wow. Roleplay points for the. He sounds winded.
He looked at the other, scrawny wizard not used to any manual labor. He's like, those pouches really worked, eh?
I'm looking at the pouch. Jibble is just covered in mud. I threw him thinking that, he could do the effect with dirt in his mouth, if you recall. So he's just covered in mud inside and out. He's grooming himself in my hands, and I'm gonna say, what makes that dirt different than this dirt again?
It's not the dirt, it's the pouch. You gotta throw the magic energy from it.
Can we just make my bag into a vest for Jibble, and then anything he bites it works?
I don't think that's how it works. I don't know, I'm not a druid, ask Dermo.
I'll look at Dermo.
Could I try to inspect it with my super amazing druid skills?
The pouch? Sure.
Yes. Yeah.
Did I say that there were 2 of them? Also, yeah, who had we given them to? Because that is a little important. I think it was Jared and somebody else.
Yeah, if you recall, my backpack got turned into one.
That's right.
And then I think Zephylos had the other.
Yeah, I think Zephylos had it. Yeah.
The second one is me, Zephylos.
Obviously, you can pass that around if you want. But okay. So, the pouch looks to be handmade from some rather crude materials. The nature spirit must have made it himself, just from things that he was able to find around the swamp and his little foresty area within it. It has taken on a green tint that it did not have before it was blessed. But otherwise, it has the appearance of a relatively ordinary pouch.
What you think?
It must be something outside of my expertise. It seems this druid is much more powerful than I am.
I'll look back at Zephylos. They get more powerful than him?
Much.
I'll kind of smirk and turn to Oz and start talking about something kind of quietly.
So that's quite possible.
Okay, but in the last 5 years, what was the dumbest thing you've done while drunk?
So, remember that chick with the dirt in her hair? She always had dirt in her hair. What was her name?
Cindy?
Cindy? Yeah, Charlotte Cindy. Someone with a C, right? I can't remember. She was always lurking behind the tavern, right?
I heard she liked the rat back there. It was particularly good rat for cannabis.
Jibble kind of lets out an impish snicker. So yeah, rat girl, that's the girl. Well, her. To answer your question. You?
Well, I thought that there was At the time, I thought there was a woman involved in the story. It's done because there wasn't. I met this dwarf in town who I hadn't seen before.
Right. How many dwarves do you see in town, though? You know. So yeah, I get you.
And he might have challenged me to a drinking contest.
Yeah, that's usually how getting drunk to the point where you did something stupid starts.
You know. I won though. I did win the challenge, surprisingly enough.
Where were you drinking? Because if you were drinking the swill at the local tavern, nobody wins.
Well, okay, but like, I knew that I won because even though he walked up and he got up from the table and he walked over to me and he leaned down real close and he's like, "What do you got 2 heads?"
I mean, I'll look down a little bit. Go on.
He's talking 2 heads between my shoulders.
I'll look back up.
And, I look at him. I'm like, well, you're drunk. You clearly, you're lucky you haven't passed out yet. It's like, no, you got 2 hits. Said,
Right. Those dwarves are stubborn. What'd you tell them?
I said, well, I told him that seemed like a pretty stupid question coming from a dwarf who had 2 heads.
Right. Which he probably did, right?
No, he grew a second head between his shoulders.
Like the same head?
Yeah, he had 2 of them.
What were you
And
thinking?
I don't know. I don't remember. But he got really confused. He was saying that I had 4 heads, so that made me the weird one. And then he went over, sat down, and passed out. So I was feeling pretty good about myself. So I walked up to one of the prettier ladies in the bar, and I said, "Hey,
You definitely weren't in Canifis.
prettier." It's subjective. Comparatively speaking.
Like beats Dirt Girl. Kathy, whatever her name was. I don't remember.
And I pointed at the 2-headed dwarf that had passed out. I was like, "You see him? I just drank him under the table. You want to go around?" And I don't quite remember the details, but I'm pretty sure I got lucky. Although, well, I woke up in the stables. I don't really remember how I got there.
Do you have your pants on?
Most of them.
All right. Hey, I'm with you, Oz. I got a question, bud.
Yes.
I'm gonna pull out some loose tobacco and start rolling a cigarette, and I'll gesture. You want one?
Sure.
I'll roll one for me, and I'll hand it to. I'll put a pop in my mouth, and I'll start rolling. I got a question for you.
Yeah.
At any point in that night, I'll hand him the cigarette. We'll say, and I'll I don't have a produce flame actually. Do I have a tinderbox though? Tinderbox and light my cigarette and light his. I'd be like, at any point in that night, my man, did it occur to you that you were being poisoned by a dwarf?
It didn't. But now that you mention it, that's very possible.
I've never tried to outdrink a dwarf. Us humans have different tolerances for it.
Oh yeah.
But I've met a dwarf who tried to. I guess he wasn't really competing, but the guy he was challenging was, and that man ended up having to get his stomach pumped in the streets outside the tavern. So that was interesting. So I don't do that.
Yeah.
You're either braver or dumber, or when you drink, you're just a whole different person. And I am, just out drinking a dwarf. That's a tale, and I'll keep smoking my cigarette.
I'm told that when I woke up in the stable, um, it wasn't the next morning. It was 2 days later.
Yeah, and how are those horses acting? Nothing with a drag.
Um, real friendly.
That's my worry, bud.
Zephylos comes over, wiping the wall from him and tripping out of the swamp, clearing the camp area. And he says, "What's a horse?"
Are you still shoveling the snow?
No, I just got inside.
Okay, because you sounded like a robot, but I think I know what you said.
Answer it,
He said,
DM.
"What's a horse?"
He came in and asked, "What's a horse?"
Mm-hmm. Plot hole.
I think he meant unihorse as well.
Unihorse.
Yeah.
Hornless unicorn.
The hornless unicorn, you mean?
Oh yeah, the urban legend. I've heard of those.
Apparently he had a stable full of them, he says. So Zephylos is going to walk over and say what now? Assuming we didn't have a plot hole. Zephylos comes over and say, "You ever hear about how centaurs got created?" I'll say, "Oz has got an interesting story. I'm going to take a hike to like 90 degrees away from him." Cigarette. Where in the swamp are we, dude? You said it's like afternoon, right?
Right here.
Zephylos is cleared a path, right? He's cleared an area for camp, he said.
Yeah.
Okay. What time of day is it, for reference?
It is mid-evening.
I don't think I've eaten today, and I'll ask Oz if he's eaten today.
Oh God, I don't remember. Normally we eat in the morning, don't we?
Yeah, we try to eat something in the morning at least. I don't think we ate much this morning. I think we had leftover rations because our meat was no good.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a concern of mine as well. I know yesterday I got enough food because I harvested it from Philemon's grotto.
Mm-hmm.
But today I think I just had some nuts and stuff from my my ration, my last ration. I think I might have eaten. Might have been my last ration.
Are we talking about food over here?
Well, we're talking about centaurs and we're talking about food. I'll look over here.
Oh, those things go together sometimes. Are we interested in some food? I could procure us some.
You don't see it, but Jared's mouth kind of begins to salivate.
Absolutely.
I could eat.
Oh,
I will cast Fireball centered on myself if I have to have another bite of hardtack. Please, just anything else.
Could Dermo go ahead and give a little bit of a forestry herb lore check?
An herb lore check?
Yeah.
What's your herbalism level?
What's a herb lore check for?
I'm trying to find edible foods that are edible and food-like.
But are they edible?
Of course. Let me,
Would you also be okay with food that is edible?
That's a big stretch, but I'm thinking we can talk about it.
Might have a higher DC. We'll see what the DM has to say about it.
make me a survival check.
How about I make you a survival check? Might be better.
Yep. Do that.
There you are. Hi. Oh, wow.
You have a look around the camp for the rest of the evening before or close to bedtime, and you fail to find any food. The area immediately surrounding where you had set up camp is very wet, and so there's not like a ton of easily accessible food items, as it seems.
Yeah, I found a lot of food, guys.
Is that your stomach or mine?
Could I just go ahead and make some? If I make, should I say, create? If I create some food for us, Would you guys be open to eating it?
I don't see any other
Yeah.
option.
Okay, I'll go ahead and put good cherries this boy up.
You're gonna cast Good Cherry.
Oh, always, yeah.
All right, roll a d4. Ooh, little sound.
Did it automatically roll one or no?
No.
So you said D4.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Wow, you get 4.
no, I didn't roll. I think I just typed it.
No, you just typed the number 4. You cheater.
Why is it?
Did you do /R4?
I did an even bigger mistake.
4. Just type the word 4. Oh, you get 1 now. That's what you get for cheating.
Yeah, I did the exact opposite.
Give you 1. You cast a spell, you get 1 berry. Oof.
Okay, who's the most hungry? Kidding, I'll pass it again.
I'll look at Oz and I'll say, "How hungry are you, bud?"
Before he even has a
You get
chance.
2.
Yeah,
Oof.
I
Good.
spread them out.
Could roll d6s, see who's hungrier.
No, that's enough for you guys. I would never starve my children.
Hmm.
Who's getting a berry?
Anyone to watch with. I still have vegetarian rations, but I know you guys wouldn't want to eat that shit.
Yeah, no
At
thanks.
this point, probably I'd eat it.
Well, I give you guys those because within a bite or two, you guys feel full, so I don't have to
Yeah,
worry.
that's fine. So I'll take a good cherry, DM, and I'll ask Oz if he has a mess kit.
Are you really gonna make like a mimosa or something?
I do have a mess kit.
Cool. I'll ask for the canteen cup from it.
Sure.
And I will pour some water from my water skin into the canteen cup.
Oh, can you hear that? I'm sorry.
Only twice.
And
It's quiet.
I'll ask Zephylos, I'll say, you have any fire you can make just quick? Like, I don't have any magic capabilities for fire. I'll say, I need this water to be boiling.
Let me consult the Arcana.
Oh, you need something boiling?
Yeah, and I'll hold the
You gotta
canteen
go ahead
cup.
produce flames and go ahead.
Beautiful. I'll hold the canteen cup over the flame for how long do you think it would take, DM? A minute?
To boil some water,
Water, 2 cups of water, yeah.
How many
couple
calories?
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I'm on the ancient spell book. I don't have fire spells.
Not familiar with it, I'll say, as I'm waiting for the water to come to a boil. And as it does, I'll look over at Oz and I'll say, I have an idea for these. They seem to keep us full, but I don't need to be full. I just need enough energy to get through the swamp for the day. I've rationed before, and I'm sure you have as well, living out here. And as the water comes to a boil, I'm going to kind of squeeze as much of the juice out of the berries as I can into the water to kind of make a tea, so to speak, and then drop the berry into the water so that it gets the full effect, so to speak. And I'll take a sip. It's a cherry, right? It's like cherry flavored.
It is exactly the flavor
Yeah.
cherry.
Tastes like hot cherry Kool-Aid, I imagine.
Can I
We have no reference for.
have a name?
What was that? Sorry.
Maybe cherry Pepsi, something like that would be nice.
Okay.
Very interesting.
It's boiling Pepsi tea, so I'm gonna hand some to Oz. I'll say this should be enough for the both of us, and then that way Zephylos can have the other berry.
This is like those meal replacement shakes.
Yeah, it's essentially like a high
Yeah.
calorie drink. It's pretty common in MREs as well, like a
Yeah.
super high calorie Gatorade, something like 400 calories with a bunch of carbs. That's what I imagine.
High
Just a
calories,
good cherry is
like,
just a
Every
condensed.
breakfast of mine.
Yeah, Zephylos will eat it.
There you go. We'll share this one. That should be enough to keep us from being fatigued for the day.
Oh no, I can't even.
Oh, Pilk? Yeah, that's common. Place.
Oh god, not milk. Oh, that's terrifying.
My brother-in-law just said that he made it. He sent me a picture yesterday.
Why?
He said it's good. He said it tastes like a Coke float.
I'm sure it does. I still will never find out.
Pilk.
I gotta say though, apparently the holidays, like warm sodas was kind of common.
Yeah, that used to be a thing. Hot
It just
Coca-Cola or
sounds like an
whatever.
IBS
In
flare.
like the 60s.
Yeah, yeah.
The carbonation plus the lactose just sounds like an IBS flare waiting to happen.
Yeah, yeah, your stomach is not gonna have a good week.
Gassy and farting and just a mess. So I'll pass on Pilk. Thanks. Satan, whoever made that, I guess.
That goes on the subreddit. Thanks, I ate it.
So is the good cherry tea enough to sustain the two of us for the day? So considering we had a snack this morning.
How many good cherries were in there?
Just one for the two of us, but we ate stuff earlier today too. Like
Yeah,
snack.
sure, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, sure, why not? I really don't care.
The best answer to give your team.
It's because
Yeah, whatever.
one good berry is enough for one person for the whole day, assuming they haven't eaten anything. They don't eat, right? We had some stuff earlier today for breakfast.
The real question is what happens if you eat half of a good berry?
That's a good question.
Well, does it dry out? Like, can you prepare it in like a prune form?
Well, no, I think the spell explicitly is like they disappear. Or
Well,
no, they
no,
lose
you
their
said that
potency.
They lose their potency. But I think if you eat one, you're good for a full day. So we're eating
Yes.
half one. We're good at least until tomorrow, is how I see it.
Why not?
I mean, who's gonna really argue with the amazement of good cherry tea?
We're good till tomorrow morning.
The BBEG is gonna show up and be like, "That's not how the berries work.
Well, they're cherries.
Now you starve."
Mr.
That is
DM,
the
please
shit
refer to it
all
as its official name, Cherry Peps Tea.
I'm gonna
No,
ask.
I'm calling
Dermo,
it Pilk.
I'm gonna ask Dermo when we plan to sacrifice the sheep so we can have some good food.
You're not gonna get much good food off of it. I
Yeah,
don't
when
know.
Dermo dies, are they gonna eat Bob?
You're gonna
Absolutely.
eat Dermo. I
How
mean,
do you
shit.
think Dermo died? It's gonna be Bob. We're gonna wake up
Bob's
as Bob.
gonna change
Campbell.
back into his natural Majorat form and then kill him.
No, so
It was Haziel all along.
Yeah, exactly.
what meat do you think you're gonna get off of this emaciated sheep? Be honest.
Who's that Major?
Yeah.
Wake up in the night and Bob just like.
Just making sure the map is updated there for
I'm
everybody.
made of almost exclusively flour, so unless you enjoy the taste of fine clothing, you're not gonna get much out of it.
So let's
The Garaho would have taken a bite.
let us
Right.
let's have your perception checks for the night, and you can put this on blind to GM roll.
And you mean must?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you don't have to, but you also don't have to be here.
Ooh,
That's, that's true.
Oh.
You said perception, yeah.
Yes.
I guarantee you, we're gonna hear the booing. Ready?
Ah, boo.
Why I did private GM roll and I still
Why don't I ever hear any cheering? It's my real question.
Why did I see that, DM? It's on private GM roll. Oh, blind GM roll. My bad.
Yeah.
yeah, you
It's
two
okay.
were.
It's gonna be a boo now. Watch. Five.
I did blind GM roll, but it showed me mine. It was a 2, and weirdly, it says 1d4.
Oh, 4. Okay, Jarrett's... Oh yeah, we got Striggy in here too.
Yo, you just got striggied.
Did you put the
Okay.
resting back to its weird homebrew rules?
I think I did. And in fact, I now see something that wasn't there in the last version, which is there. I have a button now that says prompt rest, so we're gonna try it, assuming that nothing comes to kill you in the middle of the night, which it might. So let's see. What was our order here? I'm just gonna go based on the order that everyone rolled, because why not?
I can
So
go
what we're
over.
doing.
Why not?
Pop.
That's a fun way of doing the order of watches. Just whatever you roll, that's your order.
I mean, it always takes forever to be like, who's first? Oh, I want to go third. I want to go, you know.
When
Well,
in actuality, it doesn't matter.
It really does. It makes no difference ever.
It matters even less if you have an
I've
elf.
never been in a situation where it made a difference, really, because usually what time something comes to kill you in the middle of the night is random anyway.
So you're
The
saying
illusion of choice.
something.
Exactly.
So you're saying
This whole campaign is based on the illusion of wait, no.
That's the trick. Is you build one city for the story, and then you give your party multiple forks in the road, and it leads to the city either way.
Right. That's the whole strategy.
Yeah.
It's great. It works every time.
Yeah. Except for
Nobody
when it
ever knows.
Works every time, every time.
60% of the time, it works every time.
Oh, don't mind that rule. Okay.
I won't because I can't.
So, you all sleep through most of the night until Jared, during your watch, you are watching all around, and have you guys been lighting a fire, or keeping it dark during the night?
Last 2 nights we haven't been.
I
No
think the strat is like we what's it called? We get warm like coals and embers, and then don't have an actual fire going.
Ah.
Like we will light a fire temporarily, and then like put it out to like just keep the warmth going.
Okay. All right. So,
Probably hard to keep a fire going in a swamp, anyways.
that's true. And at night, you'd have to like constantly get up and get more firewood.
The slightest rain would put it out too.
That too. So, Jared, during your watch, you can begin to hear the sort of splashing little quiet noises of what sounds like several small animals coming in the direction of the camp.
Go check it out.
Okay. So you send Jibble out to go take a look, and you can see through his eyes. Yeah, okay. So assuming that you're doing that, he goes out there and he can see in the dark, and he sees multiple large groups of rats approaching where the party is, swimming through some of the water that surrounds where you guys are currently at. Family?
Did Jibble? Does Jibble seem noticed?
Let's see. Do they have? Yeah. By this time, they are just noticing Jibble. When he picks up on them.
He's just a rat. So as soon as they make herd with him,
he
he's
is
gonna turn
also
around and
a rat.
he's gonna start running with them as if he's part of the herd, just ahead.
Okay. So he joins the group.
Yeah. How far are they, like distance-wise?
They are, say, 60 feet from where the camp is right now, so pretty close.
The time that Jibble is running with them, I want him to focus on the biggest rat in the group, whoever the alpha, the king rat is, because that's the rat. He's gonna try to figure out who that rat is on the run.
Okay, so
And I'm going to wake up the others quickly. I would say, "Hey, get up! Something's coming in."
Yep.
I'll kick whoever's the closest to me, but just like
Ow.
a swipe. Hey, get up! Jibbles. There's a bunch of incoming somethings, rats, I think, creatures, vermin, something. A lot of them. I don't want to be on the floor.
So Jibble has a look around. It's difficult to tell exactly which one may be in sort of control. It's not clear actually if there's even a single rat that's like in charge, or if they act more like a school of fish, where they kind of just follow the collective.
Okay.
By this point, they are coming very close, about 30 feet away. Everyone has woken up and is standing. And once when they reach that range, the large swarms of rats pause for a moment, look toward the party, and a few of them begin to sort of dart a little bit closer to sort of test you to see if they can like approach without being like kicked at.
Look big.
And some of them are attempting to like grab onto like with their little teeth grab
Yeah.
onto like little things that you've left lying around the camp.
Yeah. As they approach, I'm gonna have Jibble run up to me, and I'm just gonna kick him.
You kick Jibble. Okay.
We're just work. It's part of work, dude. He gets it.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah,
he
I'm
takes
gonna
one.
tell
He takes
Jibble to
one.
run at me,
Does he
letting
have more
him
than
know
1
that I'm gonna
HP?
kick him. I'm 100% letting him know that I'm gonna kick him.
Does he
knows.
have more than 1 HP?
I doubt it.
How
Like,
much
I don't
HP
know.
does Jibble have? I was gonna say he takes
Him's
one.
probably
One.
down.
No, he's got 10 in each. Okay, he takes 1 damage. So but he's fine.
Yeah, I want him.
Kick.
And I want him to.
Convincing
As he's
kick.
running to me, I'm telling him, "Look, I want you to run at me. I'm gonna kick you, and I want you to give out like a squeak sound when you hit the ground. And, like he's just gonna run at me, and I'm just gonna kick him to let the other rat know."
Yeah, you kick him square in the ribs. He takes 1 damage and goes flying several feet, and then he lets out this like dramatic squeaking noise. Can you make him do a performance check
Yeah, for sure.
against a bunch of rats?
Sure, man.
Only performance check of the whole campaign right
Hey,
here.
he's 17 from Jibble.
We'll never have one again. Okay, so 17, amazing. He lets out a very convincing squeaking rat noise. And some of the other rats, they observe this happening, and several of them instantly turn around and dart away, but a couple of them remain.
I'm gonna walk up to the ones that remain.
They are beginning to move a bit more quickly, and by this point they suddenly start swarming the little camp that you've set up, attempting to grab and steal anything that they can from you, and several of them nipping at your ankles.
Tears of Hate, which is my sword burst reaction, or my sword burst action.
All right,
It's
so let me
from all of us.
do like 1 or 2 like little attacks that will probably miss because their modifier's terrible.
Yeah,
But,
I'm low health here because we haven't got our long rest. I don't want to fuck around.
Or find out.
Yeah, okay, that was a 6 to hit, and then let's do another one. It's a let's see, what's Jared's armor class right now?
I don't think his mage armor is up because we were resting. So
What is it without mage armor?
it will be 10 because I don't wear armor.
Okay, well, one of the groups
12.
12. Okay, they roll 13, so one of the groups nips at your ankle for all of 2 piercing damage.
It almost knocks me out.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I had fucking 4 health, dude. I didn't want to
Oh,
deal
I
with
forgot
it.
about that.
I'm Tears of Hatreding as soon as they get in range, before they were even nipping at my ankle. Like it was kick Jibble, and if they kept coming, I was just gonna kill them all with Tears of Hatred.
Amazing.
I didn't even want them to nibble at me, but I
So
get
they nearly kill you. Another one goes for Dermo, but they are not able to hurt him. So by now the party can do, we'll say, an action each.
Yeah,
To do, or some other something that they
I
want
think
to
it's
do.
only me and Zephylos awake right now.
I thought you woke up everybody.
I don't know if everyone. I haven't heard them wake up.
Oh, wow, that sleep was great.
Say rat attack.
Ratatata.
As I'm doing the I'm doing the Tears of Hatred GM, so they all need to do a dex save.
Okay. And let's see. Swarm. Dex save. Bop. 10. They got 10.
I gave it
They won't make. I think the DC's 12 on that.
Okay. Can you roll the damage?
It's I don't. Do they have more than 1 health?
These are swarms. I'm counting them as, so yes.
Okay. I'll roll the d6 then, which actually is 2d6.
2d6, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I just roll. I just type.
I think if you just hit that damage fast button,
Put
yeah,
12
okay.
in chat.
To just write the word 12.
Is that how I
Amazing.
roll? I don't. I rolled 9 down.
9. So with that, you kill a couple of the rats that are in one of the swarms. One swarm that has not been injured much yet, or at all yet, and remains, plus this one that a few of them have died. Let's see, Zephylos, how about an action from you?
Alright, well, back in Misselin, when we had a rat problem, we smoked them out. So, he's Elden Ring style, going to like move his hands around and purple glyphs appear behind his hands. He pulls out some air runes and some death runes. And he's going to, as a bonus action, cast Smoke Burst,
Okay.
which is just his Majrat Breath with poison damage.
Right.
And he is going to just kind of cup his fist in front of his mouth and just like blow out and vape the fattest cloud of pure carcinogenic smoke onto this poor swarm.
So the swarm is currently, that you are targeting is currently all around Dermo, some of them even like climbing up on his feet. So it will be impossible to hit them with an area spell without hurting him too.
Okay. How do single target spells work on swarms?
Those will work normally. It's just like an attack that target or a spell that targets a single creature. That's just normal.
Right? For the sake
It just
of, like,
it just treats it as a single creature. The thing about swarms is that they can occupy the same space as another creature.
Nice.
So that's why area spells are more difficult to use on them.
If that's the case, forget the smoke then. The second way we deal with rats is boiling them alive. So,
Get the pilk.
I think you're mistaking two different animals.
so
Now we
I'm
boil
going
rat.
to-
I'll confirm. In Canifers, we boil rat. Make a good stew out of boiled rat.
I'll draw 10 hit points from myself, GM. As I get 5 back as temporary hit points. And
You
I'm
need to
gonna...
talk to your god about your exchange rates.
Yeah, it's not very efficient right now. Let me tell you. Let's boil their blood.
Ooh, that was a fun sound.
That's gonna be
Okay.
18 damage on a fail.
What save is it?
Con, I believe.
Con's not in this campaign right now.
Oh my god.
But they fail and take the 8 damage.
18.
18 damage, okay.
No one could save. Con.
You kill almost all of the rats in that swarm with just a few remaining.
See guys, this is why I use ancient magic on multiple enemies. It has an area of effect.
Just use Ice Knife and kill Dermo.
I've learned my
Like
lesson,
before.
GM.
Ian, why do you want to kill me so bad?
I don't. Zephylos is the one that almost kills people all the time. This time he restrained himself, though.
I think you just want me to die.
Mochi, out. Out. From Mochi. Mochi.
Yeah, that's me.
That's me.
Okay, let's do, we're structuring this pretty loosely. We'll have the rats, let's see, the swarm of rats that was almost completely defeated will, sort of disperse in all different directions, disengaging and running away off into the swamp.
Wow.
The other one will attempt to bite at Jared once more, because they're still mostly intact.
Yeah, can I bonus action Misty Step? I'm not
They,
gonna die to rats.
yeah, sure. Their roll was crap anyway.
I'm just standing there and wait, like put the party between me. I'm like,
Yeah, okay. So you Misty Step out of the way. They instead go after Oz, but they miss pretty terribly. Again, or not again. The other one missed before. But they miss with their attacks. So Let's see, there's only one remaining. Each of you can take an action in whatever order now if you like.
To do something.
Yeah,
I have to look at my spellbook because I forget how to do everything.
Mm-hmm.
Could I please shoot a flame at one of them?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well,
Well, that sounded weird.
well, that's very rude.
Oh, is it like auto-coloring the dice to the damage type now? I don't think it was doing that before.
I don't think they're doing that either.
I don't know why it started doing that. It must be some mod setting that changed when I updated the version. Okay, yeah, oh wow, that's a big... That's max produce flame damage right there. That's enough to finish off the larger swarm of rats that was still pestering you guys. So all the rats are gone now. Either having fled or being scorched or whatever.
That's what I'm here for, boys. You know.
Nice.
I specifically woke up today and chose death.
Luckily, you guys had spotted them early. Otherwise, they may have run off with a bunch of your food or other equipment.
They
So
run
nice.
off with our swords and shit.
I was imagining just like a huge wave of them just come in and just like take all of your stuff that they can.
Yeah, band of rats, like geared to the cars.
That move with faking them out with Gibble was really cool. So most of them had already run away. Okay, so beyond that, there are no other things that disturb you at the night. Let me try this prompt rest button.
Prompt rest.
Rest profile? Oh, this solves my issue that I had before.
The issue
So
only-
I can hit a button that says everybody does this kind of rest or whatever. And I can set different profiles, so I can set like the wilderness rules and the regular rules and make it do that for you. That's
Nice.
amazing. This must be from that module. I didn't notice it before though.
Wow.
This is awesome. Oh, what the heck is this?
Oh, you said you were gonna
Oh, and
look-
I can even select specific characters.
Dang.
Like Mickey Mouse?
Oh,
No.
why would-
Interesting.
But not
Okay.
that specific.
Let's see. Let's try. Let me double check that these values are right. Yeah, okay. I have this currently set on the wilderness long resting rules that we talked about before. Did that make something pop up for you guys?
Not sure didn't for me.
Nada.
Nope.
No?
Oh,
maybe it
nope.
just maybe it just did it by itself. No, because Zephylos has less than half of his HP.
And I have 2 still.
Okay, maybe I have to manually pick the characters that it goes to. I might have to do that. Let's see, Zephylos and oh god, there's like 100 characters in here because of the familiars. Oz and definitely Weasel. Jared and Dermo. Okay, long rest. Now did it do something?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Great. Okay, what did it do? I don't know what it looks like.
It's asking me to take a long rest.
Which
Cool.
means you may regain hit points, hit dice, class resources, limited use item charges, and spell slots differently. Check out the custom rules. Click it up and it says you recover half your value for hit points and a custom formula for dice. Can I see the custom formula? I can't. It just says custom formula.
So yeah, I have it set to recover half HP and 1/4 hit dice, I think. Something like that.
It looks like it's half hit dice. I just got 2 back. Which
Oh.
would be,
Maybe
Yeah,
it's
which should
1/4
only be
rounding
one.
up.
should have been 1. I can adjust manually here to 3.
It might be... Are you guys level 5? It might be 1/4 rounding up.
No, we're 5, so 1/4 rounding up would be 2, yeah? Or would still be 1 because...
That would be 2.
No, rounded up to 1.25 is still you round down for that. Why would you round up a quarter?
I'm wondering if it's set to round up. Hang on, let me check what it's supposed to be.
Well, some programs when they round up, it's if they're slightly above the whole number, they go to the next whole number.
Hit dice recovery rounding round down should be. That's weird.
I can manually put 2 here, so we're good.
Oh,
I got
wait.
3.
No, I do have it set to half hit dice recovery. For
Yeah,
some
I
reason.
adjusted it. I removed one, so I should only get 1 back, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm also
It was
removing
supposed to
one.
be... Yeah, okay. Let me just fix that for now, and I'll make sure that that's right next time when I set up the rest profiles or whatever it's called. Okay.
Make sure you mark the map that we slept here.
Oh yeah, let me add another
That
circle.
way we can keep track, because we always forget.
We do always forget. Okay, I think there's another circle on there now. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Okay, you awake the next morning.
What's with those rats? Oh, I was on guard last shift. I fell asleep at the end there, guys. Sorry. everybody sleep okay? I think I'm
Yeah,
acclimating to the swamp.
I'm used to sleeping in the wilderness, so this is nothing new for me.
Well, the good news is we're all starting to smell like Dermo, so I can't smell them anymore.
Ah, interesting. You're all starting to smell like me, but I thought I was starting to smell like you.
No, you'd know if you smell like us, because we wouldn't be smelling you.
What?
So notice how people, when we're in the city, stand a couple feet away from you, but now that we're out here, it's like no one's really paying attention to that.
I'll tell you a secret. They've
To be
always,
fair, this whole place stinks.
Yeah.
even in my home,
I'll lean in as if he's actually going to tell me a secret everyone else can't hear.
everyone always stays away from me,
What'd you
regardless.
say? I actually didn't hear you. What'd you say?
Oh, I said everyone always stays away from me, regardless of the scent.
I'm gonna look at the sheep. Does the sheep look scared, DM?
The
What?
sheep is just kind of doing his thing. You don't think that he fully comprehends what is going on around him.
He is in a temporal reality at all times. Ignore him. Pretend he doesn't exist.
Say, I don't know how much longer he can go before the meat spoils. Then I'll start packing up camp.
You guys really want to eat my damn sheep? I'm gonna wake up. You know those cartoons where like you get so hungry that things are dancing around like turkey legs. It's gonna be my damn sheep with you guys.
It's like a couple days without food in the swamp, and that sheep's looking real good.
So, what direction shall the party be traveling today?
What do you mean,
Go look
Dermo?
up at the sky. Is the sun peeking through the fog?
You cannot even see where the sun is located because of how thick the fog is. Or sorry, the clouds.
Yeah, it's I'm gonna take a deep breath. Is that nice fresh breath, fresh air?
It is wet and smelly. It smells like moss and rotting wood.
I'm gonna let out a big stretch and kind of stomp my feet below me on that nice firm ground.
Oh yeah, it's not firm at all.
It is a beautiful day in the swamp, boys. I'll say to everyone. I'm gonna say, let's die of something.
It's pretty nice out today.
I'll say, we could die out here, and they would never know. I'm just gonna take a drink of my water skin. I'm just nodding, staring off in the
Exactly
distance.
what I want to hear one of the leaders of our party saying.
I'll say, here's another bit of food for thought, and I'm gonna like take a swig of my water skin, kind of rinsing my face off a little bit too with a handful of water. I would say, after all this shit that's kicked our ass out here, imagine if we all died of starvation. I'm just eyeballing that sheep, and then imagine if they found our bodies, wondering what killed us, and it was just because we were hungry. And I'm just like, I'm gonna think about it for a second. I'm gonna say, no, actually, probably that happens kind of commonly out here. And I'm gonna look at the druid pouch on my back.
So anyway, I said,
Imagine having the means to protect your food, but having no food to protect.
are you okay? Did you smoke some of the herbs in here?
Yeah, it's been a long night.
It's like dwarf
I'm
weed.
gonna like lift. I'm gonna lift my like pant leg. I'm gonna be like, I got bit by a couple rats, and it wasn't Jibble. You'll see Jibble gesture to bite my neck as he's on my shoulder.
Yeah, I was trying to make it more like thematic.
was too. I was too.
Can't imagine we set up too much of a camp though.
Our camp has been ransacked by
Pretty
rats.
much just a pile of vegetation and a couple embers.
Yeah, we don't even have a tent anymore.
Oh yeah, you have 3/4 of a tent.
Probably enough to make like a lean-to
Lean to where?
to the side.
That's the way I go to.
I'm gonna look at Oz and I'm gonna say, what's your rations looking like?
Got a few more days if we're splitting them.
I'll nod and I'll say, keep it to yourself. And I'll look at the other two. I'll say, I'm looking up at the sky again, realizing there's no sun. I'm gonna say, we've been out here 3 days.
Well,
I'll kind of like wrap my my arm around his shoulder and kind of pull him close, kind of whisper, "I got a few more days if," and then I'll like gesture to him, gesture to me, gesture back to him, if we're splitting them.
Yeah, I'm gonna nod. I'm gonna say, I brought a week's rations out here, and most of it didn't make it to the point where we could save it. I get what you're saying. I'm worried about how many days we've been in here, and we have to get out again. Not to mention how long. I've all but forgotten what we're even here for again. The swamp every day just starts to feel the same out here, man.
Maybe that's called depression.
I'm pretty sure we gotta go.
I miss being dry and warm and having food in my stomach that isn't just fucking hardtack and dried berries.
We could go west a little more for the morning, and then just start heading north, and eventually we'll get back to we'll get to Mort'ton or we'll get to Canifis.
And I'll look down at the ground. That's all he's gonna say, or will, and just look down at the ground.
I'm sure we're not too far. If my estimations are correct based on the accounts, Mort'ton should be around here somewhere.
Oh, where did you come from?
With my estimation, we should be in an area.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop on your conversation. Just small camp.
We'll ease off, I'll say. And I'll kind of step away from Oz. I'll say, you ready to go? We were standing a little bit close, we were just whispering to each other at the end there, pretty much.
Yeah, ignore it, but I'm eating a second because I forgot to eat my ration last night.
Okay. Wait, no, you guys had the berry thing.
I did not. I shared with
He
them.
didn't eat one then, I don't think.
Oh.
Wait, but he cast it twice.
Yeah, there were 3 berries in total.
And
What happened to the
Okay,
other?
okay. I'll add one.
Jared and I split one.
That's right.
Yeah, you had one, Danny got one, and then me and
Yeah.
Oz split. Because we had snacks during the day, which helped.
Put that pumpkin back.
Yeah. Pump it up. Yeah, I hate whenever I say something and then all I hear is a guy coughing.
That was ill-timed. I actually had to cough there. It wasn't related to how bad your joke was.
Sure.
Really self-conscious.
That's what that sounds like when I'm making your joke worse.
The one you did was like the perfect, like, uninterested bad joke cough, so it was like, ooh. Well, we can't sit here all day, so we may need to move at some point.
I agree.
Alright, where to?
The next place!
And
I
I'd vote
agree.
to continue going east for this first one.
I mean, we have no reason not to go east, right? Like, we haven't run into anything that, nothing has, gotten in the way so far.
Nothing of note. Alright, you continue west.
Oh, I thought you said east.
Amazing. The travel here is particularly wet, and there are larger, sort of longer patches of bog that you need to wade through occasionally, though none too treacherous, mostly just sort of shin deep wading. Pick one more direction.
I would vote north at this point.
Yeah, I'd say north.
North? Directly north?
Yeah, northeast. Because north looks like a swamp, and I don't want to go further into a river swamp.
I'm thinking, yeah, I guess northeast, and then depending on how
And then
things
north
look
if we
past that,
can.
probably northwest.
Yeah, if we can. If it's not like
Yeah.
a river we have to cross.
Okay. Northeast then?
And then northwest if there's a spot we can cross over.
Okay. You head to the northeast
Yeah,
here.
we can go northwest then because there's mountains to the north.
There's a small sort of hilly region up here just to your north. It might be easier to circumvent it, but it won't be too big of an obstacle. So we're gonna carry on here. We're just gonna keep going northwest here.
On the way, I'll ask anyone in the party if they have capabilities to amend gear. I've seen it before in adventures. Just don't know what these guys have. Some of my stuff's been torn up since we've been traveling. I don't know if anyone has the ability to mend equipment.
Could I check to see if I can? I'm looking at my thing.
Now, again, I'm on the ancient spellbook, not on the lunar spellbook.
Right?
Could I try and use my mess kit to repair his gear?
Mess kit? I mean, you eat
Mess
at me
kit
with it?
to repair gear. I don't think so.
You know, spin it.
What would work?
It's all good. Oz doesn't have anything,
Can I
does he?
try to
Like, I would know if Oz
repair
had something
something
like
like natural, like stuff?
Does Oz
Sorry,
have
what? Two people talking at once. What's going on?
You go first.
I was asking if Oz has got it.
No, I don't have anything to.
Okay.
I'm not normally out in the wilderness quite this long.
Me either.
Neither. Could I try to repair his shit?
What's broken again?
Everything.
I'm asking if anyone has magical capabilities to repair gear. If he's just trying to go at it with a mess kit, I'm not gonna let him touch my broken shit.
Oh, I tried.
Does anyone know how to fix a pair of shoes? I could shoot it with magic. Like fixing magic? Nah, just destructive magic. Yeah, it's not what I'm looking for. I tried. I tried, man. Can't say I didn't help. I imagine it's a pretty uneventful day of trudging mud in the swamp.
Oh, absolutely.
It's awesome.
So, when you reach about this point here that you are now, up a short distance ahead, actually, let's get some perception checks from everybody first. You can roll these normal, it's fine. And remind me, was anyone gathering potion materials or food while traveling?
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. Always.
Was it just Dermo?
Love
Zephylos is getting herbs. Okay, Zephylos, survival check, please. Oh my god. Why did it play twice?
Way too long. It's just way too long.
I think it played twice for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, those were both terrible. You don't find anything today. Anyhow, perception checks. Jared, up ahead, you can see something that's kind of large that's peering through the fog, just kind of at the edge of the depth that you can see things through it.
I'll tell Jibble to turn into a bat and fly forward as we walk further. I'll use my eyes to see flies forward.
Okay. So he continues forward toward this object that's peering out of the fog. You see sort of, it starts as this sort of large, almost like, actually, yeah, it would be like the size of like a pretty good, a pretty large building sort of sized gray blob. He gets closer and finds it's actually a large statue of a humanoid-shaped figure with its arms raised up toward the sky. It has been heavily damaged. The face is completely mangled. Some of the fingers have broken off. Large chunks of it are missing and it's scratched. And you also notice as he gets closer that there are Oh, and I actually need a stealth check from him as well.
Sure. How tall is this statue so I can mentally...
It's very large, actually. It's like 30 feet tall.
God damn.
Is it so like I'll give you the stealth check, but I'm just asking, is this something that that Jibble would, because stealth is like, I don't know, I feel like he would be looking around to see if he needed to be stealthy, and if that's the case, he would have just
That's fair. Yeah, so I was asking that because he also sees up ahead a couple of humanoid creatures
He'd be doing it visibly then.
standing near the base of the statue. By the time he sees them, they do not have their attention directed toward him.
He'd go invisible.
Oh, he can go invisible. Okay, well that works. Still make a stealth check anyway for noise if he wants to get any closer.
Sure.
Though.
It'd be an advantage because of invisibility, though?
No, I think it usually passes on to the observer. The benefits of invisibility.
Okay, and so you need a... What check from him again? Sorry?
Just stealth.
I don't have permission to the Bat Familiar stat block, so it's -3
Oh.
on rolls.
Okay.
It's -3, so 7.
Alright, I will add that for you later if you remind me. Oh, wow, that's nice. Yeah, so he moves as quietly as he can. And as he gets closer, while while trying to observe them up close while invisible, he can tell that they appear to be vampire sort of creatures of some kind. There is one that is pretty similar in shape and size to an ordinary human, but of course with the pale gray skin, long ears, sharp teeth, and all that, thin physique. And then there are two that are short, kind of like dwarf height, hunchbacked, brownish pale skin, bald heads.
Punched over?
Yep. 3 in total.
I'll have Jibble stay... He's going to post up on the head of the statue.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell him... At this point, I think he's probably out of range for me to communicate. I think it's only a couple hundred feet.
Yeah, he's gonna be more than 100 feet away.
Okay, so once he gets that intel, at least, he's just gonna come back to me, perched up on the head, get what he can, and just come back to relay.
As he was observing them, the vampires were speaking to one another, like in some sort of casual manner. Although I don't think he can understand that. Wait, can he understand?
He speaks Infernal in common.
Oh, okay, they were speaking in Infernal, but they were basically just having like random small talk chatter with one another, as well as throwing stones at the statue.
The statue that Jibble was on top of.
Yeah.
Did I pick up any of the small talk as he was just grabbing intel? So if he could hear something being said, he'd grab a couple sentences, get the topic, and head back.
Yeah, the taller vampire was a male was saying, "Oh, this place stinks. Oh, it smells terrible. It's all wet and gross. Hate having to be out here." The other ones are just kind of nodding in agreement,
Yeah, he'll head back.
making little small remarks.
He'll head back when they're gathering rocks to kind of get he makes the most motion, most commotion when he's like flying, like heading out or landing, I'd imagine. Even being invisible, it makes some sound. You good?
Right.
You good? Sound like you're coughing.
Yeah, I'm good. I just choked on my water.
Classic. You know what helps with that, right? Drinking some water. Here, have some water.
Danielle's like, hydrate more, and Shab's doing it too. Hydrate more. You must choke more.
He would wait for them to pick up rocks, and he'd fly back to me, recording everything as soon as he got in range. And as soon as he got in range, I would kind of grab Oz to stop moving and like grab the others. Hey! I'd be like, hey, there's others ahead. I'm just staring. My eyes are like glowing a reddish kind of hue, and I'm just staring off in the distance, like as if I'm still looking through Jibble's eyes. And I'm like gonna reach out and grab Oz's shoulder next to me and like stop moving. I'm gonna say, "There's others ahead. There's a lot of them. I can't tell. They're humanoid. It's hard to make out exactly what they are. It looked like that creature we saw in town, actually." And then like my eyes will come back to it, and I'll like shake my head and like look around and be like, "It doesn't look friendly, whatever it is."
We should probably give it a wide berth.
I'll nod. I'm gonna split and go around so if they jump, at least we're flanked.
It's
what are
probably
you
a good
thinking?
bet.
Okay. Yeah, you travel several hundred feet out of the way to give yourself cover from the fog, diverting around this group of creatures and the statue.
DM, as Jibble's kind of flying away, he's gonna do like not a loop, but he's gonna do like a half take back to just get a glimpse of the statue as he's flying away. What were the you said the face was gone. Just give me a brief description of him again. Was he wearing a certain kind of clothing style? Hands were in the air, you said.
So
The statue, it seems
it looks to be really, really old, and almost all of the not even just the fine details, but like even just the like overall shape is difficult to determine because it is just so faded with time, but also as you could tell by the vampire's actions, it seems to have been vandalized. But I mean, it's a humanoid figure, probably wearing like full-length robes. Beyond that, it's difficult to tell because the face is gone. The hands are like all scuffed up.
Right. Fair enough.
But it had this posture with its arms kind of stretched toward the sky. Or what was left of them, anyway.
What was left?
What was left of them?
There's a statue of some asshole up there, and these guys are throwing rocks at him, so I don't want to deal with it.
The ultimate
This
D&D
isn't
choice.
the path
don't
that we
like
took. It was
You're probably like, Jared, how do you know he's an asshole? And I'm, well, why would you build a statue of someone in a swamp if they weren't? Who's going to see that? The only people that are showing up are going to throw rocks at it, and that's what's happening here.
there we go. That's the path that was taken.
This is a little choppy. Did you mention that they were vampires?
They
I don't think that I don't think Jared just gave that information away because he wasn't sure. They just looked like pale humanoids. But he's seen pale humanoids before.
I feel like Jared would know what vampires look like,
Sure, but
having lived
all of
here.
them look like vampires.
Because like
Describe a couple of them like ghouls.
they help / do the blood tides and stuff, so he would have certainly witnessed them.
Described a couple of them as
There.
not vampires. So he wasn't. I don't think I've ever seen ghouls before, and that's what they described him as, kind of. I'd imagine we're looking at a couple ghouls, the hunched over pale ones with bald heads. Is that a ghoul?
Jared, I think, would recognize these as vampires pretty
Over
easily.
bald things.
Also another type of vampire that he has seen before. Different types.
Then he would make that clarification. That
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
wasn't
sorry if that
correct.
wasn't clear.
Yep, I thought you were describing a couple ghouls.
You're good.
Vampires, you would know. They're probably juvenites if they were just throwing rocks. Kids. Well, kid, you know what I mean? Kid vampires throwing rocks at
To
statues.
children. They're not actual children. They're just small.
Juvenites, you know? Come on, juvenile joke.
They're going to juvie.
Hey, do we make our wide berth around these juvies?
Yes, you do, and then you continue relatively quickly for several minutes afterward to get some space.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna send Jibble back out to see what is happening at the statue. Do like a flyover, make sure they're still there, and not heading back to the road we're heading on.
Like after a couple minutes.
Yeah, like once we've made a wide berth, I'll send Jibble flying overhead again to make sure they're still throwing rocks and not. Like,
Yeah. They're still there, just loitering.
Loitering. How come
Loitering. Those juveniles.
Damn juveniles.
But they also are spray painting things.
What are you doing in my swamp?
Oh my god, are you just... How many points do you have to spam hydrate? Probably
I have
like
enough to take a
bajillion.
5-minute break in the middle of this session because you have to pee. That's how many points I have. And because you asked one more I can't have cooldown 45 seconds. All right, fair.
Yeah, I put a 1-minute cooldown on it.
Fair,
Now,
we don't need you.
I'm gonna have to put like a per user per stream limit too if you guys keep
Nah,
this
you
in.
don't have to do that. You just need to drink.
The thing is, I'm running out of water.
Yeah, I mean, I've refilled twice because I'm drinking with you every time I make.
I don't have that luxury. I have to go downstairs to do that.
Oh, look at you, fancy boy.
I have wired
Someone in the
headphones.
chat?
What's that?
Don't you have someone in the chat that can run water down?
Yeah, but I don't want to bother people.
Let's hire you a specific water handler.
What's this do? Ooh,
Wait,
ooh,
how is posture check different from stretch?
posture check is just
They're
sitting
two very
like,
different things. What are you talking
stretch
about?
is like an actual active stretch.
Oh, stretch is like, yeah, I have to do like one of
You like
these,
Stretch. You do
and then
that.
like one of these.
I said that so sincerely that I
No.
genuinely had a moment where my face like turned into confusion.
Cross chest pull, as they call it.
That's
Oh,
better.
yeah, you got a T-pose a little bit too.
Let's see, is there one that like nobody has done before? I have Mario Kart ones on here, but you can't see them.
You sure about that?
Wait, can you see the Mario Kart ones?
Okay.
Oh, I should probably remove those. If you use those, nothing will happen. Bowser or refund? Oh my god.
You can refund the points.
I will have to refund those now because I can't do.
D&D.
Someone's gonna have to remind me to refund those.
I don't
Otherwise, I'll forget.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Yeah, you have to put
Anyhow.
Bowser and you have to burn out. Okay.
Yeah, and I have to burn out. Those are fun ones. I should stream Mario Kart again later.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, another day. Choose a direction to continue traveling now. Again.
We shall take you in a direction.
North. You go north.
Oh, okay.
You find nothing, but you do find that you are tired once again, and it is time to rest.
I'm down for a rest, I'll say. I also haven't eaten anything today.
You have a what?
I haven't eaten anything today.
Oh, yeah, you might want to do that.
water group.
Let's see. How do I refund the things?
You should be able to do it inside of the points. You click the points thing as the admin or whatever. Moderator.
Chat, deleted channel mods, tasks.
The whole of session.
Review requests queue. I think it was in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. How do I see mark as complete and I see reject. Oh yeah, refund points. Okay. Why do I not see the most recent one? 9 months ago.
Yeah,
What?
you probably haven't gone through the queue in a while.
Oh, yeah, that's why.
It's probably
Burnout, reject, choose my cart and character, reject. Okay, we're
There you go. Got it. Okay.
complete all.
Yeah, I'll ask
requests.
Dermo if he can make more of those berries we haven't eaten today.
I can always make more berries. I'm glad to ask.
Well, I don't
Roll
have
your
many
D4s.
unless you're wanting to eat that lamb now.
How many do we need? Do we need 4 today, or are you gonna keep the tea again? What's the plan so I can aim for it?
We didn't eat anything. We need a full berry each.
Okay, so you each need a full berry, so we're gonna look at 4 total.
Jibble raises his hand.
Jibble would like 1 too.
I already ate this morning a ration, so I think I'm good.
All right, we'll see what I roll on the good cherry, and we'll see based off that.
You don't have to ping the spell every time.
But it
You
makes
don't want
it
to.
down. Hey,
Oh, you got 4. For real this time.
Yeah, I need my spells to go down, so I ping it.
4.
All right, so I will immediately. First thing before anyone else eats, Jibble gets his.
it goes in his mouth. It's as big as his head, and he eats it in a bite.
Yeah.
You see it go down his neck as it bulges his neck.
Oh God, it's like that Mr. Krabs taking his pill.
Yeah, it's like a snake
Arrgh,
swallowing.
I hate the pill.
Oh, I love it. God, we're the exact age that we are the people who reference fucking SpongeBob this much. I hate it.
Yeah.
Like, it sucks knowing that you're in a generational gap.
We are the gap.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was born exactly on the border, so I don't know who I am.
Or what?
Bikini Bottom.
Between millennials and Gen Z. I'm just old enough to be able to, like, be an adult, but I don't feel like one.
Okay, so I have a question for you all.
I have an answer. Potatoes.
We have reached the point where we have done close to like one of everything that I have come up with for what's going on in the swamp.
Hell yeah.
You're out loud that you actually ran out of stuff?
I mean, kind of. I mean, at some point we could, we could just wander around the swamp like endlessly, right? The party could do that and it would make sense for them.
Yeah.
But at some point, we may want to just kind of
Well,
move on.
You can look at the
So
map.
the thing, the other thing also, the other thing about it is that the party now has an answer to the most threatening aspect of the swamp, perhaps, which is the ghasts. I would be happy to run more encounters and stuff, but my question is, would it be relevant to the story anymore if we keep running more encounters? Or should we just like continue on and like keep track of like survival, like food, whatever, which doesn't take that long, and just like narrate a couple things? What do you guys think?
I think
Go with
maybe you could say, now that we've had every encounter, the DC for an encounter might be a little higher because we know what to expect now. We've experienced everything. And that way we have less encounters, but if we do have an encounter that, I don't want to say no encounters. It feels, if it happens, it happens. That's
I mean, that's kind of what I did with this previous in-game day. I was like, okay, I'll throw them a bone and they can take it if they want, or they can just pass it up and that'll be the whole day. Other thoughts?
Anything that's not stupid, please.
I think we're like almost to the point where we're scraping barrel.
Yeah, that's my point here. It's like I think we've thoroughly gotten all that we can story-wise from the swamp travel, and at this point, it's like, okay, we
Well,
can.
not even
kind
that.
of
I'm saying
just
like
go
we're
to
at the
narration.
point where we're scraping barrel kind of resource-wise, and we're
Yeah.
not looking to spend more time here really anyways. So if you don't
Yeah.
want to run more encounters in here, you can just let us do our daily travels, and if something pops up, we can deal with it. But like, it doesn't have to.
Yeah, Dermo will good cherry every day, so like the food's one thing.
Or yeah, I could do like a, like just like roll a little thing, and then I do like a quick like 30-second narration. It's like, oh, you encountered this, and then like this happened, and so
I'm not gonna
whatever.
to spend more.
Has like a minor effect.
We've done everything, and we changed the rules 3 times while being in the swamp. So I think
We kind of did.
I'd like to repair a bridge and get a lumberjack outfit if that's an event.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. You find only the boots, but there's 2 left boots.
That's good because I got 2 left feet. That's what my mom always said.
Nice. Wait a minute. Okay, so we're gonna go to like less heavy encounter mode and more narration mode now, I think. I think that would suit us well at this point.
You say so, boss.
So let's go ahead and we'll do our long rest here. Because we did move 4 squares, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. 4 squares. Party has a long rest here. Again, you build up some vegetation to cover yourselves a little bit. During the night this time, nothing happens to come and try to kill you. You guys have kind of learned some of the good tricks for concealing yourselves and staying quiet, and also spotting danger a little bit more as you have grown a little bit more experienced with the swamp's many hazards.
What about the big hazards?
The big hazards? Oh, like the lightning bolts that instantly kill you?
No, you
No,
said
I think he's talking about that Majorat. He's talking about the Majorat that gets really big, the big hazards.
Stop it! Stop worrying about my Majorat. He's fine.
The big hazards, you know? The Majorat that's terrorizing the gnomes. Big hazard.
Oh, Khazard.
Big hazard.
Khazard.
Why?
Yeah, big hazard.
Why
Do
is
not pay
Oh,
any
why is my
attention to the
alarm going
Vampyrium
off?
in the corner.
The power went out at my place today, and I reset my alarm for 9 p.m. instead of 9 a.m.
Oh, I hate when I do that shit.
Big hazard. Okay. Gotcha.
Wait, he's a follower of Vic?
It's a big hazard.
Gotcha. I see it
Wait,
now.
so Vic is an
Unrelated to the other guy.
Anyhow,
We do long rest though, yeah.
oh yeah, let me do this. Oh, cool, it saves what characters get the rest, and then bop.
Yes,
That's
yeah.
so nice. Now I can just easily do the different types of rests, but I have to set it up still. But anyway. What direction are you going to continue traveling at this point?
And unless anybody wants to do otherwise, I'm going to advocate just continually pushing north until we either hit Mort'ton or Canifis, or
Wait.
something
Oh,
prevents us.
we're not sure which direction we need to go, are we?
That is a good question. I think by the middle/end of this day, you will have a good idea as to whether you are too far south or too far north.
Can I pull out my compass?
Your compass? Yeah.
Yeah, I specifically don't have it, so can I pull it out?
You don't have a compass?
No, I do not have a compass.
Oh. Well, then you cannot pull it out. Sadly.
My inventory. I actually don't remember what I brought into the swamp. It's been so long. So, okay, so wait, I do have some new spells that we unlocked 2 sessions ago that I haven't had a chance to check out, really.
What are those?
Well, I have to figure out what they are. I know we
Oh.
talked, but I'm reading them over to see if they're helpful here.
Oh, was it the warlock ones that you
Yeah,
had not added from before?
Or because I had fucked up setting up my
Oh
character.
yeah, Unseen Servant and Expeditious Retreat.
Yeah, can I
And-
actually retreat out of the swamp?
Minor Illusion. If you can do it within 10 minutes, which you can't.
You don't know that. Let me roll.
Yeah, GM, if I get nat 20, it happens. That's how that works.
Yeah, that's how
Obviously.
everyone knows the game works.
I
Um,
forgot how long Jared's full name is.
What do you mean?
Jared Maximus Clivestish the Third.
I thought Vincent Oz Osborne was long enough.
Okay, North was the verdict, yes?
You think Vincent Osborne is long? You should see what his friends call him.
Oz.
Nice.
why can't we all have simple short names like Zephylos the Purple Grimes?
What? Is that his actual name?
Oh, let's take a quick 5-minute break, and then we'll finish out the
You want
session.
more water,
Are you
don't
ready?
just be honest about your intentions, DM.
I'll be right back.
Sure. Okay, we'll see you guys in 5. Where's
Oh.
my intermission button? There it is. let's continue.
You know he's here because you can feel how handsome the voice chat is.
Could I recommend we go
True.
around? I don't know if you guys can see my little thing. Could I recommend
Yeah.
we go east around this thing? During our fast forward montage.
East around what?
I don't know. This little lake thing here. I don't know. Are you controlling us in the direction you want us to go, or are we still picking which direction we're
You
going?
are choosing the directions,
Yeah.
sir.
I think we stick with what Oz was saying. Oz was kind of our navigator, and he was saying like we'll just keep going north because he was saying
Until we run into something.
we're
Yeah, we
gonna
can do it.
get back to Canifis, and at that point we can restock and figure out where we.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. No, that's fine. Yeah, we'll go all the way north because also we probably got fucking turned around by this point. TBH.
I think we did our job. We were here to figure out Philemon, right? We were looking for the tree. We found him.
Yep.
Correct.
Help.
Yeah.
True.
Well,
That was
Well,
a
I mean,
side
that was a
objective.
side
that was a
quest.
side objective, yeah.
Part of the job, yeah.
You definitely learned something valuable that could be reported to Miss
Yeah.
Fallon by now.
Back in campus, we explain
If
everything.
you
They're like,
wanted to go back already.
we go back, we tell them, and they're like, "Dude, you've been gone for
But
6 months."
that would be only like one little piece of information.
Like, you've been gone for 6 months. We gave up hope on you.
So, north. Okay. There's one more tile north.
A week in the swamp is enough, so I'm ready to get this mud off my boots, get a couple days of R&R, figure out the next plan.
I like that idea.
Jared will be saying that more and more each day as we.
Yeah, just increasing the
Excuse
day
me.
counter.
Today seems like a day he's saying it a lot. He as we're
Oh, I
traveling.
got more
like,
hydrates.
he's like, any of you got dry socks?
I don't wear socks, so no.
Well, then I wasn't talking to you, and I'll look at Oz and I'll say, you got dry socks?
What are those?
What are those?
Days since my if I'm gonna take these boots off, Oz, and my foot's gonna go with it. You get that? I'm hungry. I'm cold and wet all the time.
You're gonna be you're part mud elemental at this point.
I reek. I smell like half the shit that we've walked by dying.
Does
So
anybody
we'll do
not
well, we're
want
gonna
to
do
keep
four steps.
Is the plan to just keep going north until you either hit Canopus or Mort'ton?
I think that's kind of
Yes.
the plan.
Is that the okay? Regardless of okay,
Yep.
cool.
We can always come back
That's
to
the rest of the
swamp.
day.
And now we have a better idea of what is in the swamp too. We can
Right,
better
exactly.
Prepare for it. We can better prepare.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was also an issue. Is our wares are running low as well, and even our
Our wives are running low
non-magical
too.
kit is getting
Look
low.
at how much of the swamp has been revealed now. Wow,
It
Half
looks
of
like
us
we
don't
just
have
are trying to draw.
bags.
it's like a good like
That's
third of
ammo.
the whole area, kind of.
We're trying to draw a room.
Not really.
Jared can't even make his tortillas. He's so upset. He loves his
The
flatbread. He
tortillas.
can't even make it. All he's got is flour and no salt. So like those
You
are
settle for this night in the valley of two large hills.
Is there any running water coming from the hill or
Kill
anything?
everywhere.
It looks like there's a little bit of fresh water at the top of one of them.
I'll refill my water skin because I'm
Not
empty.
quite as murky as the rest of the swamp water that you've mostly had to just deal with drinking.
Real quick, who just did that?
Yeah, I'll go to fill my water skin up because I'm running low.
Just so you know,
Oh, and let's get a survival from Dermo and Zevlos for their gathering stuff.
I will let you know. Just so you know, I can create and destroy water. So if you're ever thirsty, just let me know.
Yeah, at this
Destroy
point,
it.
I'm gonna like.
Destroy the water.
I'm going to fill up my water skin. It's finally empty because it carries like a half gallon, and I probably filled it up a couple days ago, like when we were in the caves and stuff too. We just didn't verbalize that. But I'm gonna go look for water. If you have a way of making it, I would be open to it.
Yeah,
Cephalos, do you have a survival check for herb gathering?
Yeah, I'm pulling it out.
herb,
Oz, after hearing Dermo say what he said, I'll go to Oz and say, "Let me get your water skin."
Yeah, I'll get that filled.
I'll go over to Dermo with it, and I'll give you our water skins.
Ooh.
always ready.
That's an interesting noise.
Oh, that was a. I don't know why it says dexterity. That's supposed to be a. It should be a negative
Stealth
1.
check.
So it should
12?
be. Yeah,
So
12
yeah,
total.
Okay, well, 12 is what you needed. So, give me a d8 plus whiz.
So hold on. D8 minus 1.
Yeah, don't roll a 1 now. 2, okay, you find 1 GP, or wait, actually roll another d8 plus whiz. Because it's 1 for every 4 hours, and it was 8 hours. I always forget.
What were you?
That's better. You find 8 GP worth of healing potion herbs.
8. Yep.
Whole gyps.
Oh, don't be a con now.
I believe it was 25 you need for making
potion.
1 potion.
How many did I find? Do I need to roll or no?
What did you get? Your survival was very low, so you did not find anything useful.
Very, very good number I rolled there.
GPs. 7 GPs.
7 GPs.
7 GPs.
That's how we say 7 in the South. Sam.
Alright,
7 GBs.
here in this valley of this hill, you have an excellent hiding spot for the night, and you find yourselves undisturbed.
If Dermo fills my canteen up, I will go over to that. You said it was pretty fresh water.
Relatively speaking,
How deep is it?
it's not very deep. You can't even dunk your hand up to your elbow.
So a foot?
Sure.
Yeah. You'll see Jared kind of strip out of his clothes and bathe himself in this foot of water.
Nice.
Get all the grime off of him, essentially.
Oh, yeah, I
Bathing
found
like
it
a
that.
chinchilla.
We call
Just
it in the
rolling
army
around.
a whore bath. It's essentially you just focus on the T-zone, right? The groins in the pit.
Mm.
Groin in the pits. Just get them. T-zone. Across the chest. You know, I'm just getting all the grime off the hot spots because I'm smelling like a swamp.
Nice.
Jared doesn't like to smell like a swamp.
Same.
And he'll put his clothes back on and rejoin after kind of freshening himself up a little bit. He's just feeling nasty. A week of just swamp on him. He's not going to bother like cleaning his boots off or anything. He's just getting the grime off of him.
Alright. Next morning, continuing back toward Canvas. And I think you can make it this day. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, close enough. It's like 4.5 squares away, so we'll
Way
call
back
it,
into
that's fine.
Canopus.
On your way to Canifis, however, why is there a big green square?
I don't know.
So
He
I
did
just
create
draw a
water.
screen.
Yeah, he probably had to put a template for create water.
Oh, you know what that is? No.
What is that?
I clicked back into the screen while not looking, and it opened up my my character page at the same time. So something glitched out on Foundry.
Okay,
That's
there
cool.
it goes.
How I did
Fun.
it. Cool.
You just had a like 50-mile radius square.
Yeah.
I can't see this stretch.
You can't see that stretch?
No,
I
Why
see.
not?
like this much I can't see.
Refresh your
I
page.
don't know.
There we go. Now I can see it.
Oh, okay.
Your page must have been like unloaded when it moved.
Your page must have been goofy.
Someday we'll have a better hex crawl map system,
say,
but not for this campaign.
We'll make it back into Canopus then tonight.
Is there no gate?
Yes.
I know it's a little.
About halfway to Canifis, as you are wading through some water, a decent-sized group of fish begin to bite and nip at each of your ankles. Can you each make a dex save?
Yeah. I want to RP before we get to campus too.
Yeah, that's
If
fine.
anyone else wants to, if not, that's fine.
We'll stop here for that.
Well, you get to pick who you RP with, so they don't really have a choice.
Imagine rolling a 9 and still getting 16.
Imagine rolling a 8 and getting a 10, though. You know what I mean?
I'm just gonna roll.
I like how all of our dexes are +2.
Let's see. Zephylos, Jared, and Dermo. You each take 12 piercing damage as several fish bite repeatedly at your shins.
That's cool. As I'm
And Oz takes only 6.
I'm gonna.
Wait, does my expeditious retreat do anything?
Oh my god, he made an explosion that's 12 miles across.
Hear me!
No.
Yeah, I want to like tears of hatred to get them off of me as we're waiting.
Yeah, okay.
Hey
So
guys,
you see these fish like float up to the surface dead. Couple of them.
I'm gonna grab a couple.
Yeah, hell yeah, grab
They have
those.
long pointy teeth.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab as many as I can. I know we're getting closer to Canifis because I can smell the stink of the city.
You managed to kill 3 of them.
Yeah, I'll grab 3 of them, and
They're not that
as
big,
I'm
but
scooping them out of the
medium.
water, Oz is like waiting behind me, and I'm sure he sees it, and he's like, "Yeah, get those fish!" And I'm scooping them out of the water. I'm just throwing them behind me because I know he's catching them.
Hell yeah.
You hear splashing. You did not catch them. No. Just throwing fish.
Just tossing him behind. He's right behind me because I'm walking. He's probably leading us from behind. You know what I mean? Making sure we're all going the way that he knows is north. He's the navigator. But I'm throwing the toss. I'm just tossing him over my shoulder to him. Be like, I know someone who will fry those up when we get back to town.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be a real tasty treat.
You
Toothless
think, your
Tim.
parents, you think your mom and pop are running in the shop right now? What day is it?
Today.
Yeah. I'll just keep waiting, getting nipped at. Jibble's on my shoulder. I don't think he has to do a dex save, right?
No.
He's a rat again, by the way. That's his favorite form.
That's my favorite form too. I just can't turn into it.
You
Yeah.
can.
He definitely has an aura.
My character can, yes. I can't. Yeah, August hasn't figured out transmogrification just yet.
Wait a minute.
Amateur.
Amateur. Yeah, Jared will say it too.
I should just change my real life name to August because that'd be badass. But then I'd also get really confused how people know my name on video games.
I know, same. I'm thinking of changing my name to Danny in real life.
That'd be really cool. I mean, it's kind of bland, but like I definitely support it.
My name's actually like Alfred in real life, but Danny's my gamer tag, you know?
Well, Alfred is like the long form of Danny.
But yeah.
Weird thing, it's like Daniel, like fucking weirdos.
Yeah. Are we clear of danger after the sword burst?
Yes.
We were always clear of danger. Those are wusses.
I mean,
we were all
HP is probably larger than most of your
dangerous.
maximums, even with
I'm gonna
damage.
keep blasting the spell though. Do I kill more of the tears as we wait though? Like I killed 3 as it goes.
Yeah, you get oh, I don't know. You get 2 more, and then by then they start to scatter
Yeah,
away
That's fine.
as
By
they
the time-
realize their numbers are.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it till they're not
depleting.
nipping. Yep. I'll toss the 2 more items, so we should have 5.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna look over my shoulder to see Oz. What are you doing, Oz? As I'm throwing him.
I'm catching him with flair.
Catching him. I'm just grinning at you. I'm just smiling at him like, we're gonna eat you good tonight, bud.
Are you eating the fish?
Not feeling a couple of days.
Are you eating the fish out of the water? Is that what's happening here?
Just like Gollum.
They fucking it.
No, I'm like throwing them in my bag.
Oh, okay. But you will be eating them.
We'll cook them. You don't want. You ever don't. It's like a gas station. You don't buy sushi from Canifis, but
You guys have HEB where you're at, or no?
that's a Texas thing.
Okay, yeah. So the thing is, I just bought sushi from them the other day, and I had that moment where I was like, "Is this like the gas station sushi of
Yeah,
like?"
the only place I've ever had food poisoning from sushi is as HEB, so I would say stay away.
You know what though? It's really good.
Stay away.
Don't regret it. So far, I've had sushi in 3 sketchy places, and none of the 3 have messed me up yet. So I think I'm doing all right.
Trucker gut, you know what I mean?
Keep in mind, I don't eat meat, so like that also helps a lot. Because like I think that's probably where you normally get the bad stuff.
Oh, yeah, I mean, if you're just getting a cream cheese roll, then yeah, you're fine.
Man,
You're a trucker. You're always eating on the road. Your gut's iron, dude.
I literally
That
probably
too.
do have an iron gut cut of it. I eat it
You
only
got
for
that truck
restaurants.
gut, you know what I mean?
Like I literally stop at like 70 different restaurants in a week. So it's like it's not.
Your stomach is constantly like parkour. It's like, what is that?
That's exactly. I have germs from every gas station, every restaurant, everything. Like my body is pretty much Superman. That's great. Yeah, that's my stomach. I hate that you're so right, though.
It's good. I know a couple.
So,
truckers who all same like that, and they're just like nothing bothers them. You know what I mean? Like their guts.
Like my wife gets mad because like she'll get a tummy ache if she eats the wrong kinds of cheese that isn't like vegan or something. And I'm just like eating stuff I found in the back of the car like 2 weeks ago, and she's like, "What?"
Animal.
Like, how are you alive?
Yeah, animal. Absolute animal. Are you a raccoon, my guy?
Yeah, I think raccoon's the perfect description of my eating habits.
Well, embrace your inner raccoon and channel it to Dermo. Let's play.
Okay.
We're about to eat something in Canifis, and everything there is garbage anyway, so we're all raccoons.
Yeah, I love how you're
Pretty
like
much.
trying to eat well tonight as you're eating like literally shit you found.
Yeah, like swamp fish. The parasites add seasoning.
The bad stuff will cook right out.
We haven't spent any money, so we.
Now you sound like your mom.
Do we remember how much it was to rent a room last time we were here?
She wasn't wrong though.
Cook out. Ain't died yet from your cooking.
Was it 5 mithril/silver coins?
Right,
Probably.
they look.
That's my go-to number.
I forgot about that. They straight up almost slapped me across the face. How do I transfer myself to mithril?
At any store, you can give them gold coins, and they'll give you mithril coins, I guess, in a town somewhere.
Silver, because they don't want that nasty shit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hand over silver again. I learned my lesson after the first time. I didn't learn my lesson. Yeah, could I actually like I won't guys wherever they're going. I'm just gonna immediately head to the inn and get a room for the day or night.
I'm going to the tavern for a drink. I'm gonna say it's on me. You coming to like the party? I guess.
Well, yes, of course I'm coming.
Yeah, I can use a drink after this last week.
Yeah, I'm just going straight into the tavern, and I am.
Wait. I'll ask everyone. Did we mark the direction in which we came in and all that, so we know which way to go if we're gonna have to go back into the swamp?
We'll be fine. Yeah, I got it.
Okay. As long
You
as
got a
someone-
great map. It's like a 6-year-old drew it.
Oh.
Also,
Right. Zephylos, you have that memory thing.
Hmm?
Were you really smart? You're a wizard.
Yeah, I'm well read. I wouldn't call it a memory thing.
So the wizards just knew everything.
I know
you
enough.
see, I'm just gonna whisper to Oz, "Memory guy," and smile.
Yeah, well,
That one could
again, I'm happy to take up a free drink. I will do that in about an hour. The first priority is finding a brass tub to lay in and stew.
You might.
Jared will nod and say, "I'll leave one hanging at the bar for you." I'll tell him.
You might have to settle for a wooden tub.
Think
Well,
Tim
if it
might be-
gets...
Ruffalo, what the fuck?
So anything you're looking for, Tim will have it. Head on over to his store.
Toothless Tim.
Toothless Tim, baby.
Amazing.
Old Tim, as he claims.
Good old Toothless.
Could I let everyone know to wake me up in an hour so I can get a little bit of rest, and then I'll come down and have drinks with everyone?
Yeah, I'm grabbing a drink or two, and then Oz and I are probably gonna run and do our resupply stuff like after we run.
Right.
But yeah, the tavern's open.
Yes, it is, I guess, late evening now. Most of the stores will be open for a short while, and the tavern longer.
I'm gonna kick my boots on the wall on the outside to get all the just sludge off of it, so I'm not tracking it all in.
It's very sludgy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it on the
Yeah.
up there on the whatever. I don't care that much. It's cannabis, but I don't want to bring it all inside with me. And is Hank working?
Fucking Hank.
Who the hell is Hank? Oh, he was the guy at the How did you remember that?
I'm the memory guy. Or wait,
Literally just a throwaway name. Yeah, Hank's there.
yeah. I'll yell out, "Yo, what's cold?"
You know the answer to that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna say me.
What?
Let's say what you got that's hot, Hank.
We got some rabbit stew. Mm.
Yeah, I'd have some of that. I'm gonna say, anyone else? What's that gonna run me? I won't ask.
I don't know, like literally just like 2 copper.
Yeah,
Whatever. Actually, no, they give you food if you stay there.
Yeah, I probably will go
Don't
home.
charge them just because they can.
I'll probably sleep in my own bed because I live here.
Mm.
Could I pay for my room and go upstairs?
Yes, you
Is it out of
hand him some mithril coins that you had left over from before.
Do I have some left over? Because I don't have a tracker for that.
I don't know, probably. I
You know-
assumed that after the first visit to Canopus, you would have gotten enough to get
We have
around.
an
Or
electric slot. Is that where we're putting it, or is that a different thing?
no, it's just your silver is mithril now.
Oh, okay, sure.
No
Yeah,
need to keep
I'll
track of it
go ahead.
separate.
If I need to, I'll give them a gold and have it transferred over. If not, I'll use my silver.
Yep,
slot.
whichever.
Okay. The second.
Cephalos's to-do list: clean robes, bathe, buy some flour, and bake some hard tack.
I thought you
And
hated.
smoke those meats. See above. Nice.
Could Dermo go to his newly rented room?
Yep.
Could he? Do they have like their own bathing quarters, or are they like where it has a communal bathing area?
There is a shared one for all of the guests.
Is Zephylos in the bath right now?
Sounds like he was pretty excited to get there, so yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So I'll go to the room and I will start prepping Bob for his bath.
Okay. Oh yeah, you brought him in. So yeah, as you bring him in, what was the guy's name? Hank. Hank starts salivating, looking at the sheep, like,
How we felt last week, Hank, and I'm just wolfing down bowls, like 2 or 3 bowls of rabbit stew at this point.
Wolfing down, you say?
wolfing
huh?
him down, huh?
I'm hungry, dude. It's
Wolfing.
It's a figure of speech. Come on.
yeah. And I'm gonna like gesture to Oz to sit down. I'm gonna say get another bowl to Oz or to Hank so Oz can eat too. I'll throw a mithril on the counter to cover the 3 or 4 bowls I've eaten.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pay for mine as well.
I covered. It was a 3 or 4A plus the one you're eating. It was the extra. He said it's 2 copper
Well-
each, so I throw a mithril.
Sure.
I'm gonna need a second bowl. But
I'll throw another mithril, and it says I ain't done either, and I said keep them coming. Hank.
You guys get up to some trouble or what? You're hungry.
I could eat and I'll look over to Bob, and I'll say, I could eat.
Thank you. Okay, baby. Holy shit! It's only 9:40. Feels like I've been home forever.
I'll ask Hank if he's seen anything weird out, and I'll say weird, and I'll give him like the expression outside of cannabis, weird kind of expression that he says in the last week.
I don't take that to mommy and ask me. All fun.
Well, people have been a little bit on edge since that event in town a week or two ago. You know, with Lord Malik.
I'm giving
As
a
you
thoughtful
recall.
look at the meeting, but yeah, I'm thoughtfully. Yeah, that'll happen.
But I don't know. Some people come and go. Haven't seen that drunkard in here for a while though. He must have gone and collapsed and drowned in a puddle somewhere.
Yeah. I'll give you one more of these, and I'll push my empty bowl and say, "Which drunkard?" There's a lot. You gotta be more specific than that one, Hank.
Oh, the one that weren't you guys chatting with him for a little bit when you were down here before you left?
I'll look over it. I was a little confused. Were we? I don't recall actually.
Yeah.
Anyone we knew? Hank, the stew, please. I'm hungry.
Oh. Yeah, here you go.
Thanks.
Not well.
Right. When was this rabbit killed?
Oh, this morning.
Okay. It tastes fresh. I was gonna make a comment.
Nevertheless, will eventually get downstairs.
Yeah. At this point, a couple
He's
bowls
got a
in.
white bathrobe on.
One's my pencil.
White bathrobe mage armor.
He's probably wearing like a tunic and like running slacks, like not even his full robes because they're all like wet from being cleaned.
Yeah.
Bunny
What's
slippers.
another hour of being wet at this point? I'm warm inside from the stew. I'll take a bath and get warm, and we'll do our resupply. It's a nice muggy cannabis day.
Oh yeah, it's humid.
Can I see the beautiful sun?
Nope, not at all.
Gorgeous cannabis day. How far out in front of me can I see?
Outside?
Yeah.
Outside I think visibility was like 100 feet, 150 feet.
Just beautiful.
Pretty bad.
Don't you just love the... Don't you just love it here?
I really like it when the fog sets in.
I think it's nice because it's like I could paint it. It's something I could actually paint, you know? Gray. And I'll push my empty bowl forward one last time. I'll say, Hank, one more, please. Who made this? I know you didn't. It's good.
Oh, John made it.
Yeah, John makes a good stew. And I'm sure Oz is nodding too, yeah.
John's good.
It's better than
Really
his.
deep conversation for this small town.
Yeah, it's weather. It's small talk. It's what we do in cannabis. Small talk. We're talking about the weather and stews. What do you want? We're simple people here.
Yeah, John's a good person. The weather's nice.
A nice chilling fog in the morning or after. What time of day is it?
Late evening.
Yeah, that time of day. Beautiful. Just beautiful.
It's beautiful. It is beautiful.
Cephalos, not catching wind of the previous conversation because he came in late, asks the bartender, he's like, "Hey, that guy was here about a week ago. Seemed a little skittish and full veil.
He's the memory guy, I'll say.
Yeah. He's like, he gave us some directions that didn't really get us anywhere. Do you know where
Oh,
he
yeah?
is?
I haven't seen him, no.
Probably dead.
He left, or the last time I saw him was, oh, I don't know, maybe the day after the last time that you guys were in here?
What was he mumbling about then?
He was mostly keeping to himself, actually. No one was talking to him.
Yeah. Kind of a scene the night before.
Yeah. Maybe he was just hung over from the whole day before. Heh.
People get hung over in cannabis? You just don't keep drinking? The only time I got hung over was in the first day of that swamp trip. We drink here. It's like a port without the boats. Just all the depression.
Depression hurts. Alcohol can help.
I think that's the sign on the roof, isn't it? I'll say to Hank. Ain't that the sign you got out front? You got depression, we got alcohol? Come on in.
No, we changed that one out a couple months ago.
We got a few complaints from.
Yeah, we got some complaints.
From who?
I'll pop my head out to see what it says now on my way out, but I'm curious. But I'm pretty much done eating here. I'm gonna head to my pop's place and clean up, and I'll tell Oz I'll meet him in the market area in 30 minutes. What works for him? Cool. So if you want to clean off, and he says, "I'm sure you got your parents' place."
Yeah, I'm heading. Oh, why do you think I only ate 2 bowls of soup?
Yeah, I left a little room too, as you can tell. And I'll head out, catching the sign on my way out.
I'm currently bathing my sheep.
You're bathing the sheep. That's
Yeah,
great.
after,
How did you get it up the stairs?
My hands? Who's gonna stop me?
True.
Not the sheep, certainly.
They probably just think you're keeping it to eat later.
Yeah, I'm a giant.
Even though you're clearly not a werewolf like them.
What do you mean, werewolf?
Wait, is Hank a werewolf?
Dermo might be, though. You never know.
Does my legendary dagger thing, which glows when werewolves are around, currently glow, GM?
In the city of Canada?
Oh my god.
Hold up, that thing glows in the presence of.
Wait, is that what that does?
No, I'm memeing. I'm making a Lord of the Rings reference.
Yeah, I was saying that thing would probably be glowing and benefit.
So hard. I can feel them going like, DM.
I like the sweat beating down them verbally. Like, does it do that?
Yeah. Are you sure about that ability? Just real quick.
No,
yeah.
it doesn't
So
glow.
I'm gonna head upstairs and I'm gonna prep him. I'm going to wash him down, make sure he looks all nice and spiffy. I'm gonna use a special comb to fluff out his hair.
He's super puffy. He like just turns into a sphere.
Like that, the bubble cheetah thing.
The what?
Explain yourself, man.
Yeah, we're all confused right now.
Meme in chat.
Oh, what? I've seen that. What is that from?
I have no idea.
What the heck is that?
It looks like a weird board. I've seen that somewhere though.
It's what happens when you try to catch a big chompy, but in the wrong area.
What is that from? That's like an old ad campaign, isn't it?
Everything's
There's
an
the-
ad
there's the
campaign,
whole
am I
video.
right? 1984. Got it.
Rolling Safari, the chase. What
Good.
is this?
I need to run this on loop before I go
Cinema.
to bed. On a projector screen on my roof. Just project this on loop before I go to bed. Just count them. They're majestic. Alright, well, I could watch this for hours, but let's play D&D.
Yeah.
It's mesmerizing. It's beautiful. It's
Alright,
beautiful.
what's next? Meat and stew, bathing, Flower? Yeah, why not?
Is my old man in? Or is he out
Your
home?
old man?
Yeah, I'm going back to his place to clean up.
Oh, are your parents here? Oh, God.
My dad lives here. My mom's
He's going
dead.
back to his dad's. I'm going back to my parents' place.
Yeah, what do they do?
My dad, well,
Is he retired?
well, he's you don't really retire in cannabis, you die. But he hunts mostly now,
Hmm.
and he supplies the local butchery shop with meat and what have you.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he's there.
Hmm. And Oz's parents live here as well.
Oh, there's a sheep.
Of course.
Oh my god, I love that.
This is our hometown. You know what I mean?
Right.
My parents are run a butcher shop.
That's
They
why
must
we're
compete
friends.
with the other guy. Or maybe they are that guy.
What
Oh,
guy?
no. The guy that's
There's
actually
a butcher
in the
Canada.
video game that has a meat shop.
Yeah,
think
that's his parents.
I think a town like Canifus would have multiple butcher
Yeah,
shops.
obviously.
That's all it is.
They're his competitor.
It could be his parents.
The
All
butcher
butchers.
of what animal? The humans or the supply?
Yes.
Just whatever.
Could be both.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, sometimes Dad would bring home some mysterious meats, but we didn't question it.
Mystery meat.
Never ask where it came from.
That he, for some reason, prepared when he was out in the
I
field.
never asked where it came
completely.
from, but we always waited for him to bite it first.
Yeah.
Kind of our rule. It's like, let Dad eat it, and then if he don't fall over and die, then we eat it.
So wait, what would happen if he did fall over and die?
You don't eat it.
Eat it.
No. I mean more kind of further more.
We wouldn't eat it.
Oh, okay.
We would
Eating
continue
really,
to not
really
eat
care
it.
about. I gotcha.
We would probably take his body outside before it started to stink and find something else to eat.
Okay.
Such is the way of Canifus. So you could ask Jared how his mom died.
Oh,
How dare you? I don't even know you. Why would I tell you?
that's a great conversation starter. Hey, I just had a few sips of beer.
You gonna hit me with that? I don't even know who you are. How do you know my mom's dead?
So anyway, about your dead mom.
Yeah, right. She died in child labor giving birth to my older brother.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. My
Hang
father
on.
died in the house he was born in, which is also the house he built.
It all started when I was born.
The issue.
Both of my
the
parents
issue-
failed to show up.
Yeah. It's so good. Dad's kicking it, and we're good pals. And I believe Oz's parents are kicking it still, and they're doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm the only one with a dead parent out of the two of us.
My parents are still alive.
You love to see it.
Literally.
Doesn't happen often in Canifus.
Yep.
Oh, my parents don't live in campus.
Yeah, that's probably why they're alive. Good chance.
No, our civilization's at war right now, so it is still just as surprising, but they're very resilient.
Well, what are the rock people at war with? I'll look at him and say,
Space creatures.
"Oh, you're bathing your sheep. You're not in the bar. I'm gone
I
anyway."
came back down. It didn't take long. It's a fucking
Yeah, I
sheep.
mean, when I'm done bathing, I'm going to the marketplace. I'm not going back down to the bar.
But you have to come back down to leave.
I mean, I'll go to the bar after I'm done with everything because that's where I'll get hammered before.
No, I'm saying you can't leave without bathing, like after bathing, without passing by the bar. It's downstairs.
I'm not. What? I'm not in the bar. I'm not bathing in the bar.
Nah. I thought you said after you're done bathing.
I am.
But-
Shit.
No, he's saying bathing's last on the list.
No, I'm saying the bath is upstairs, so you'd have to go downstairs to leave.
No, but he's saying he's doing other stuff first before bathing.
No, I'm going to my dad's to bathe. and
Oh.
clean
Oh,
up.
true.
That's what I told Oz. I said I'm gonna clean up. I'll meet you in the marketplace in 30, and he's gonna go. He's going to his parents to clean up, and I'm going to my dad's to clean up. And
That's what he means by clean up. I thought he was going to go hide the body.
Who told you about that?
I like how we all three had completely different ideas of what each of us meant.
Well, Oz knew what I meant, and that's who it was directed to. So the rest of you thought something else.
Whatever. I just said that. All three of us had different ideas of what he meant.
Yeah. But the guy it was directed to got it. Got the message.
That's
Right.
the only thing that matters.
Yep. The rest of you like, what is he doing? What?
Okay, so my sheep is properly bathed. He's dressed up and everything.
Mhm.
Could I take a good berry and give him war paint?
Yeah.
As
Go
per
ahead and cast Goodberry.
yeah.
Damn,
As
can I
per-
ask, when was the last time he was fed? Because all those good berries were getting fed into us, I'm pretty sure.
Oh no, he forages. Don't worry about him.
Oh.
And as you cast Goodberry this time, you get the full, what is
Hey.
it, 10 berries.
Wait, because I'm not in the swamp anymore.
Yeah.
Rifle situation, yeah.
I gotta give it all these berries.
You'll notice you heal fully in a bed, too.
Oh yeah, I better make that be a thing.
I'm gonna add all the cherries, and I'm just gonna take them downstairs and start like putting them into people's drinks.
Start drugging people.
Why? Yeah. Why are you dropping rupees into my drink? I don't want your weird.
No.
drink
Try
plot.
it. Trust me.
He's been eating
I
them.
don't trust people who put stuff in my drinks.
Drink it.
What is this, GHB?
Ugh. Drink it.
That's exactly what you should do when a guy keeps saying drink it. Just drink. You should just do
I'm
it.
staring intensely into his eyes while I'm saying drink it.
He's got big eyes, too. You've seen Zephylos' big, baleful eyes.
A lot of eyes too, I think. Or no, do I just have two? How many
They
do I have?
yearn for adventure. They yearn for knowledge.
I only have two eyes.
They yearn for self-infliction.
I don't have a face picture of Zephylos without the helmet. And I do that on purpose. I like to think everyone imagines Zephylos very differently.
I do.
Hmm.
You look beautiful, and you are a great father.
See,
to imagine
now,
a very pale man with a mustache.
now I just have to imagine that your face is behind the mask because I've seen your face now.
Who's gonna Photoshop his face on top of Zephylos?
Not the sleeping picture though. Jesus
Yes,
Christ.
use the sleeping picture that looks like a
Yeah,
ghost.
Alright, I guess I'll do it. Christ, I still have the picture saved.
Tavern after good buried.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's not roofied, it's good buried.
Yeah, it's good buried.
Oh, I love the good.
I'll regroup. I got fresh boots at my pop's place, and I'll leave my dirty ones in the mud room, and I'll strap on, take all my dirty garb and all that stuff, and I'll go get it cleaned in the marketplace. So I'll bring it with me, but I'll put on some fresh clothes after I've washed up, and I'll wait for Oz.
I'll be there.
Oh, I should probably also clean myself, shouldn't I?
Might be a good idea.
I can't really though, so I'll just do my natural clean that I always do, which is
Oz, you'll notice that you don't see Jibble.
wait, we don't see Jibble anywhere. Oh, you said
Yeah.
Oz.
You didn't
Yeah.
see him in the tavern. You didn't see him in the tavern either.
Hey, do you have an extra snack before we got into town?
An extra what? Sorry.
Extra snack?
Nah, I figured those fish we caught. What'd you do with them?
Oh, they're good and cooked up.
Oh yeah, that'll be the snack. Why? What's up?
Jibble is gone.
Oh, yeah. And I'll like open up kind of my jacket, and like he's in a pocket in my left breast pocket.
Did you make this point just to put a cute little fucking rat in your pocket?
No. To say, yeah, I don't have him out in the cities.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he doesn't like people that much.
Him and me both, man.
You'll see him like as I expose him, you'll see him kind of pop out of the pocket and like lick his hand and like wipe his eye,
Like the little raccoon thing.
like a little rat,
Raccoon. Yeah, I gotcha.
and then he'll go back in a little, and I'll close my jacket.
Oh yeah, no, rats do that too. Is that just a
Yeah.
rodent thing in general?
It's a rodent thing, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That makes me think of.
How many gifts can we do in one session? What the fuck is that?
What is that?
I'm not clicking on that.
Yeah,
If I click on that, it's gonna make a noise in the stream.
pretty much though. That's what he did. I open it and then he like does the little eye thing and then goes right back in and I close it. I did an hour of that.
Let's go ahead and wrap up now for today.
Yeah.
Alright, very good. We made it to a safe location for the first time in a week. And if for us,
Mhm.
4 weeks.
It has
More than
been like how many? We must have had like
Well, the
6
grotto
sessions
is
in the
safe.
swamp or something. That was quite a lot.
We
We've been here since October.
Oh my god.
2 months, whatever.
We left town on September 15th.
Yeah, we've been here. We've been in the
Oh my
swamp
God.
since late September.
All right. Next time we're gonna go straight through the swamp in like 10 minutes.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we've
We're
cut
gonna turn
through.
on fast travel mode.
Well, here's something, DM.
You do have a nice known route.
Well,
now,
hear me
like,
out, DM. We didn't
pretty
have any
straight.
trouble on the way in that much. That felt pretty safe to me. We'll probably just take that here and out.
Yeah, my thought process when we go back out to look for Mort'ton is to just head straight back south the way we just came.
It wasn't even dangerous, in my opinion. Like, it was safe all the way down. That felt like the way to go. Maybe that's the way people go.
It's fair to me. They're
Could've
never gonna do a big circle around anyway. We now know everything except in the middle. We literally have a perfect perimeter of that middle area.
Yeah, Morton's gonna. Your information was wrong. It's like actually over here.
Exactly in that middle area.
It's actually north of Canopus. It's not even in Mauritania. You're in the wrong Canopus.
It's east of Darkmire.
Listen, I can't believe Vanstrom expected us to find them when we can't fucking explore the swamp at all. 'Cause we're terrible.
I do like
Alright,
that. We
let's,
almost died 10 different times, but we haven't yet.
Let's do our 3 favorites here.
I'll go
Alright,
last.
I'll go.
Not all at once.
Yeah, I usually go.
I'll go
I feel like I go first a lot, so I'll go.
Oh,
I'll go
guys,
last.
I'm getting really tired all of a sudden. Like, jeez.
I'm
Oh
surprised.
my
he's
god.
here. He must be sleep
We're gonna have
walking.
to rename 3 favorites to something else.
Dane doesn't sleepwalk, he sleeps talk apparently, because he sounds like he's asleep, but he's talking.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll go.
go first so I don't
Yes.
instantaneously pass out.
I'll
Mhm.
be lost. Then.
It's an offer.
Favorite thing I did? I don't know. I want to start with someone else. Favorite thing someone else did? I liked all the RP in Ganefis when we finished up there. I like the small conversations people have. They feel very real and livid. So good stuff. Especially if I have to like single down some individuals. Definitely like all the RP that Jared does, just with NPCs, with other people. It always feels so like grounded. Is a good word I'd use for it.
Rounded. Not squared.
I thought he said grounded.
Oh,
Real people,
That-
real conversations, fantasy world.
wait, is this a Chevy commercial?
Oh,
Get
yeah.
your Bird F-1000 today.
Yeah. That's my thing for them. My favorite thing I did was the immersion of me shoveling our camp while in real life dying to fucking shovel snow.
Zephyr was
Uh,
back setting up camp. Just actually winded from shoveling.
Method acting, you know.
That's how I use it. Whenever I'm like choking, I just turn it into something Jared choked on, like a gnat wind in his throat or something. Like I yawn in real life. It's the yawn that you heard me when we were waking up after long rest was a real yawn. I was getting tired. I just worked it into what happened. I love it. Run with it.
As you fucking said the word yawn, I just yawned. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'll probably yawn here soon.
How'd you do that?
It's magic.
Favorite thing the GM did. I like that you're initiating. What's it called? Fast travel. I like the development in your character arc where you acknowledge
In
that
my character.
now we can get to the meat and potatoes of the campaign.
Yeah, I think we've had our swamp fun. We can continue on now more quickly.
I mean, I think that's something that's always good.
But
is,
I think it was also good to.
find out.
It was still good to do. I wouldn't do it exactly the same way if I had to do it again, but it was good to spend a
16.
decent amount of time
So-
in it too, because it will probably not have something like a travel thing that will take this long again.
So DM, you could say that.
But it was good to emphasize the importance of this region.
We had our fun in the swamp, and now we can continue to romp. Is that what you're saying?
Oh my god.
Are you saying that
You're
we are
reaching.
done? Are you saying we're done shrekking and we can keep trekking?
Okay, that was a good one. The first one sucked.
I'm crying.
That one was
Tears of joy, mind
I'll
you.
give you credit on that one. The other one, no.
I had to warm up with the bad one and then hit you with the good
Yeah,
one.
Yeah.
I
That's
think
what with in all that time.
if you were to run this arc, a third time, I think the only suggestion I would have, as a player who's played through it, I would take note of all the encounters we did, nail beasts, snails, gas point 2.0. I'd take that and I'd spread it out a lot more. Because I have a feeling we're going to be going through the swamp a few times in this campaign.
Yeah.
And I think the only thing about it that I'd comment on is we kind of got all the meat and potatoes of the swamp in the first stretch, right? Now it's going to be stale moving forward. So, or maybe not. Maybe you'll find ways to...
Yeah, I mean, later on in the campaign, I should be able to come up with new, more challenging things, at least as far as,
Yeah, the main thing,
combat, environmental hazards, It's like,
Yeah, the main
you
thing
just
that-
scale it to whatever. But
yeah, if you had done
for monsters or whatever, more options will open as you guys become stronger.
Yeah, because a lot of the iconic encounters were used, and I wouldn't mind
That's certainly
seeing them
true.
again. But yeah, that's the only thing I'd comment on. But
Yeah.
otherwise, again, I had a lot of fun with this little arc. I'm personally a big combat guy myself. The antithesis of Zach. I do like hitting the fireball button. It
Oh,
gives
yeah.
me pure joy. But yeah.
And the sound effect, though.
Oh yeah. And my favorite, honestly, I've already said this in prior sessions, but my favorite thing ever is hitting an ancient magic spell and hearing the RuneScape sound effect.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's my 3 favorites. Please proceed.
Oh, but real quick. Yeah, if you did the exact same thing, but did what you kind of figured out near the end, is put combat and then skill challenge, or skill challenge or puzzle and then combat, alternate it. That would have been perfect. But of course,
Yeah.
learned it later. But that would have also been really good because it pretty much would have been what temple trekking is,
Mm-hmm.
just better.
I will go next. Something that one of you guys did. I don't know. We had a lot of fun RP today. The Jared and Oz RP is always good. They have a sort of charisma with one another that flows very naturally. Something that I did, I don't know. What did I do? What did we do today? Oh,
Yeah, that's a good
Were you,
berry.
were you here at the session?
I even here? Did I run this? I don't know.
Have you been taken over by AI already?
I didn't really make that many executive decisions in this one. It was mostly just like letting you guys do your thing.
You're like,
But
all right, I'm here, stream's up, go ahead and RP.
but I mean that's a lot of what some
Those are
of
some of
this
our best
is, like to
honestly, so-
travel. There's not a lot of other characters to interact with. Um, it's the environment and then it's each other that we fill the time with mostly here.
Oh,
But
fill the fucking time.
I kind of like the idea of giving you guys a little, like I said before, throwing you guys a bone, and if you guys want to go and explore that, that bone being the, finding those vampires by the big statue. Could have left a couple of questions open to be investigated, but then of course you'd run the risk of having to fight with the vampires, which could be dangerous, and also, you know, of course Zach would hate that, but so yeah, just giving you guys the option there, I guess, was good.
Agreed.
Yeah, I like that we avoided that encounter.
I mean, yeah, it also just makes sense. Like the vampires are very scary
Yeah.
to the characters at this point. Still,
Like by
probably.
day 5, we were really kind of just on the evasive. We weren't really trying to. We bashed for the first couple days, and then we got our ass.
Yeah, true.
like-
Yeah, there were several encounters that
Had a shift in mind when it got switched on us in the middle of the night when the gas were attacking us. We're like, this is not our home. We are like
right.
evading things.
There were several life-threatening moments in this part of the journey, so makes sense.
Sorry.
I will go. Favorite thing that the GM did was basically letting us fast track that last session. It could have been very easy to just be like, yeah, no, we'll finish out these last 2-3 days, and we're not going to have a lot of combat, and you know, we're just going to get through it. But I think it's you're absolutely right that, you know, we did the story part that we needed for this trek, and since you saw that we were like, okay, back to town, whether it's Mort'ton or Canifis, whatever, we're beeline to town. Like, okay, we'll just let the mechanics get out of the way, and we'll just get there with some narration. I appreciated that. My favorite thing that another player did was definitely Shab's RP this session. Just overall, like I can't even pick a particular. Well, the world building specifically, like the RPing in character and doing the world building through that is, I think he's excellent at that.
I like world building.
Something that I caught that I just remembered when Jared was talking about Jibble not being like up on his shoulder, and then Dan just like put it in the chat, but he said in the chat, he's like, Zephylos noticing this, like, checks that he still has his dagger because of that one thing that had happened before where he tried to
Yeah,
it from
nice, good eye.
That
Yeah,
was pretty sharp.
Mm-hmm. And then my favorite thing that I did was the drunk tales.
yeah, that was gonna be my highlight.
Those are my 3.
Good.
Next.
So I'm last, and my highlight for the DM was, I think, kind of letting us, yeah, whatever rule, right? Whenever we kind of rationalize like the good cherry tea that we made, like I think those kind of rulings are what make D&D so enjoyable. When the rule of cool kind of just makes sense for small stuff like that, nothing game breaking, but like, we had a snack earlier. Is half a good berry fun? You know, like, yeah, sure, whatever. You know what I mean? Like that rules. I always like that when that happens. It's practical, right? something that someone else did. I gotta say it was gonna be, even though he said it for himself, it was gonna be Oz's what's the worst thing you ever did when you were drunk? And I knew he had something great, and I could have probably made something up really good, but I didn't want to like take that whatever he had planned. I didn't want to like one up him before his story, so I was like, oh, that kind of nasty whatever. Yeah, I just fucking got hammered, and that was what happened. But it was a great story. I didn't know where he was going with it. It was fantastic. I just enjoyed that bit, a good bit. I'm here for the RP. Characters will come and go. It's how I feel. So, well, that was my highlight for him, and then for me, think I like that I'm incorporating Gibble more because I feel like we're getting a little more familiar with him. We're getting more familiar with him.
Because he's your familiar.
Yeah, he's my familiar. We
Ah.
lost Danny, but I'm sure he would have appreciated that joke if he was conscious.
So you said going last.
Meeting, but I'm still here.
So I'm gonna go last.
Go ahead.
I
Let's
didn't
close
know.
out.
I swore he was first. Danny went first.
I was gonna go first, but then he voluntold that he was going first. So
Okay.
yeah, so we argued over first place, but I let him have it because I'm a good friend. But no. Mine's pretty simple. My favorite thing that I did is I always taking care of Bob, and then of course the I like being a foraging druid, like foraging every single time I have the opportunity. I haven't had a chance to play with my star map because someone took the sky away from me. But
Blame the gods for that. Not just the canon.
yeah, the god of the story has taken my sky away. But it's okay. I'm fine without having the sky. It's okay. I promise I'm not mad.
Beautiful cannabis day.
Yeah. But no, I do like that, I forage like I feel like a druid should. And then favorite thing someone else does is I do like that, even though we've been through some hard times, me and Zephylos and I, proper English, kind of always feel like we have that like connection, even though obviously he's a self-serving interest and stuff like that. I do like any time that Zephylos and I can interact, and it just feels like we have some level of camaraderie because he's kind of my only connection in this new world. So I just like that he hasn't died or fucked me off yet, so that's pretty cool. He definitely probably will one day, but we'll find that out later. Favorite thing the DM does is everything, because he's so awesome. Please don't kill off my character.
That will be
You said it
dependent
3 times
on
today, and I do not trust you.
a couple of things.
No,
Partly the party's actions, and partly the dice, and partly mine.
as long as I don't curse your name. No, my favorite
That
thing
will
that
be
you
up to no one individual's power.
like just learning, like obviously, you've DM'd other games and stuff like that, but like just being willing to take in account for like, each individual's like group, because like, not everyone enjoys the same stuff. I'm really cool with going with whatever because I really don't care. I'm just here for the fun.
I feel like
when people do have interest in a certain choice.
I feel like with this campaign and I guess also with the previous one that I had done, the most recent previous one I had done, I have been leaning more towards having the players be sort of almost like co-GMs in like deciding like what sort of things that we do or like how we structure things more, and I think that's been helpful. I think like 2 campaigns ago for me, I didn't really do that at all. I mostly just made decisions based on either what I wanted to do or well, not just what I wanted to do, but what I wanted to do and what I thought the players wanted to do. Rather than just like flat out being like, hey, I don't know exactly what you guys want and how exactly you guys are liking it, so do you like this idea? Does this work? Does that work? You know. So I like doing that more. I
It's
feel like
like,
I've gained a level of comfort in DMing and like confidence in some of my skills where I can just go to the players and be like, I don't know if I should do this or not. What do you think? Which is literally what I did today.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, that's how, you know, it is all of our games, you know, like
Right, it's
not
everyone's
just
game.
our game, it's not just your game. Like, it would be selfish to say like, oh, you know, you aren't allowed to have fun. You're just DMing for us, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's just silly. But at the same time, you know, it's also like, okay, you also need to enjoy yourself. Like, it'd be ridiculous for us to expect you to just do whatever our bidding is. So it's like, I do like that it's an open conversation at all points.
Mm-hmm. And we'll probably continue to have some more of those here. This is probably one of the rougher parts of the camp, one of the more difficult parts of the campaign to pull off in a way that everyone.
You too.
This part is probably one of the harder parts to pull off in a way that everyone enjoys, just because it's like big open area that's like really thematically important.
Yeah.
And is just like this vast stretch of like not civilized place, and you've got to deal with like survival stuff, and all sorts of things coming at you, but you have to also make it not boring. So I think after this it will be not quite so difficult to balance these things. We'll have like more frequent sort of story things happening. Once we cross the swamp like one more time to get over to Mort'ton, which I would like to do within not even half of a session. Get back down to like back down to like here, you know.
Yeah.
I agree.
But anyway, let's see. We probably won't play next week because I think I'm traveling.
I'll be out of town. That won't be
Yeah, I'm gonna be moving, or I'm not moving, but traveling to the family's place to visit for the holidays. So next time we play, I'm thinking will be the 5th. So that's in 3 weeks. I imagine everyone will be free by then.
So
if you're not, let me know.
29.
What was that, August?
We're not doing the 22nd or 29th.
Correct.
Okay. So yeah, and then I start my new job on the 9th, so that actually works out perfectly.
Okay.
So what's it called? I'll be in a new place, but I might just be because for that week I will be on the 5th I'll be like how I am now. But on the 9th, or after the 9th, I'll be on my phone more than likely for it. So expect terrible audio quality for a week.
All right. Okay. Yeah, so I'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Enjoy the holidays, everybody.
You too.
Good session today. And
Yeah.
Gift ideas. Forget my birthday.
Thanks also everybody that gave subs and stuff today. Appreciate y'all in bits.
Birthday January 1st. Don't forget it, boys.
Your birthday is January 1st?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my in-game name used to be January 1st.
Wow, so everybody always wishes you happy birthday the minute it becomes your birthday, huh?
Well, the problem with that is no one gives a fuck about me. They just want to get drunk. So I become
Oh,
incorporated.
jeez. I guess that's the other side of it.
Yeah. Yeah, my granddad, my mom, all of them, they're like, oh, yeah, your birthday. I'll just tell you early so that I don't forget.
Daniela gave me 1 bit to tell you happy birthday.
Yeah, I guess it will be after my birthday when we come back together. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You'll be a whole year older. Wow.
Yeah, I'll be old enough to rent a car.
All right.
All right.
I'm gonna
Well,
hop off.
peace out, homies.
All right,
Good night,
see you
guys.
guys later.
GGs.
Bye-bye.